This is the Geeked Out Show, whether car collecting, toy investing. Geeked Out Show got the blessings, crazy. This is the Geeked Out Show, whether comic book reading or anime watching. Geeked Out Show got the options, crazy. We all here, it's your one-stop shop. We geek in, we geek out, 24 on the clock. Whether if you're comic book reading or anime watching, Geeked Out Show's got the options. Dropping every single moment, get a deeper focus. Reminisce toys you never noticed, different views to go with. Different type of nerd issues and nerd tissues. Black holes had to pay those dues, so know the difference. Understand the context clues, we on a mission. From the Barbies to the Lego dude, we got a vision. Safe place for respectable cues. From a real fan, not ones that's active reviews. So beyond that, don't get the dust cap. It's all love, but where your geek esteem at? Relax while we sip on the Epto Cooler. I know a place most def won't lose you. And here it is.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Gil, Blackwell Comics, and we're going to be doing another episode of Road to Legions Con. I'm joined by my hosts tonight. We got Ordering Toys, Heath.
How's it going?
Christian Ghost. Oh, nice.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
And special guest tonight, guest of honor, we got Darius, a.k.a. D Amazing.
I'm just goofing. I'm sorry. I'm just goofing.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. I got a migraine, but I'm gonna do my best to stay my happy, jolly self because you guys deserve that. But yeah, I mean, off camera, y'all saw Ichigo, so you already know I'm in the mood. I got cat. I have cat.
We definitely do appreciate it, bro.
Yeah. So I'm chilling for the most part. I just earlier today I uploaded the Ben Riley review. I finished the Carnage review. I've done the photos, but I needed a nap because I have a migraine. So I'm gonna try to get that out tonight as well. And yeah, a bunch of other stuff that I'm working on that I can't talk about.
Hardest working toy reviewer that I know in the game. And that's no bullshit, and not just because you're on with us tonight. That's for sure. Like, I do know. I do keep up with your tweets, your pictures, and then, just like, see, bullshitting with you and everything else. And I do see, like, in groups like the Cabal and this and that.
It's funny because people will go like, how come you didn't respond to me? I was like, I have work to do in the meantime. Like, so I try to respond when I can. So I'll, like, respond when I wake up. I'll respond when I'm like uploading a video because I'm at the computer, People are like, but I needed the answer now. I'm like, I can't help you. I can't help you with that. Like
yeah, definitely got to be patient when it comes to like questions like that because you review so many different things, which is awesome. Like you're not just like a Mythic Legions guy or like a Legends guy, or you're very extensive, very diverse, and I definitely do appreciate that and love that. And you're one of the first guys I've been watching since I want to say like back in 2015 when I started collecting. I think you're kind of like what got me into collecting and seeing what else there was besides Marvel Legends out there.
And it's funny you mention that because a lot of people don't realize. People are like, oh, I was reviewing SH Figure Art since 2019, and I'm like, I've been reviewing them since 2011. And I'm like, you guys weren't here, and we had die-cast feet that got loose in 3 months, And it's crazy how people complain about, like, the stuff like that. And I'm like, dude, back then, you would have to wait, like, 9 months between announcements, and then another year before something came out. We're getting stuff possibly the fastest we've ever gotten from everybody.
It's the golden age to be a collector right now because
it's the super duper golden age. It's like golden age phase 2 at this point.
Yeah, it's literally insane, especially like if you do collect everything or diverse things. It's wild because it's like Legends are dropping like what seemed like every single month a new wave comes out.
Yeah,
Mythic Legions are out like multiple waves out in a year now at this point. And then, not including Mayfex, not including Figuarts, not including, Mezco, not including, what Mezco, you got a little bit more of a leeway sometimes to take 2 to 3 years. But anyway, that's no shots at them.
But no, it's fine. Because it has taken them a while. Yeah. And they've probably been, but it's crazy, though, that you say that because between these 4 lines, they take between a year to 2 years. And that's Mafex, Mezco, Figma, Hot Toys.
Yeah.
But people only complain about one of them.
Of course.
And I find it hilarious because I like Hot Toys collectors because they bitch and complain, but at least they get changes. So I get that. Mafex will not answer anybody, not talk to anybody for 2 years.
And he showed
Continue.
Matt,
Mafex-
major reaction. Sorry,
Matt,
not to
what's up?
interrupt you, D.
No,
What's up, guys? What's up, Darius? How's it going?
Matt, how you been, man?
Not too bad, dude. Just got off work. I rushed here. I just wanted to be able to hop on and chat it up with you since we didn't get much time at Legion's Con since everybody was so busy. So it's like,
There's
this is my
always
chance
next
to
time.
talk to D.
I'll be at the next one. I'll be at the next one. Don't worry. So it's crazy because like Mafex is continuously late. No updates. But like I said, no one complains. A figure comes out, everyone praises it, and then they move on.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, nobody talks about the fact that Mafex has released 27 now plus figures in 54 days.
Yeah.
Stuff that was supposed to be released months ago, years ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say usually I know for Mafex, usually good rule of thumb is whatever their ETA is, add on like a few extra months, like 5 to 6 months sometimes.
But that's not true though. Because Nightwing is still 2 years late.
That
is still 2 years late. Ben Riley was a year
because
late.
of
Storm was a year late.
COVID, that really fucked it all up, and like the shipping delays and container delays. There was a bunch of different stuff, right?
Yeah. See, all that stuff was announced after everybody came out of COVID, though. So that's not true.
Yeah. I don't know that, man. I have no excuse. But
again, as a person who collects everything and I see the timetable of everything, I find people to be very funny and finicky. But I never talk about that kind of stuff because I don't want people feeling like I'm taking shots. I'm just saying, you have favorites. Just call it like you see it. I have favorites.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't want to acknowledge that part.
Yeah. I mean, to me, like, I don't really care however long it takes, just as long as I do eventually get it.
I'm happy. And as long as like when I have the product in my hand, it is, pretty close to what they promised me. I'll be good with that. I'll be happy with that.
I'll be honest. A good toy is a good toy, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't want to acknowledge that.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's personal bias.
There's also a difference between a good toy and a toy that you just like. And I wish people would just really break that down and put them in those categories. For instance, I like Bugman. I like I also like Karate Bugman. But that don't mean people are gonna like both.
Yeah.
But it's amazing how many people will be like, I fucking hate this stuff. It's just a Power Rangers knockoff. And then, but I love this. And I'm like, what the fuck?
I feel like that has to do with people not knowing about Kamen Rider. It's the one thing is if you know type of deal. You got to know about Kamen Rider.
Here's the thing though, you don't have to know about Kamen Rider. A good toy is a good toy.
Well, yeah, I guess that is true. Like as far as, so I guess that is like when personal bias comes in. The personal bias stuff. I don't like that. I don't know it, so fuck that. Even though the engineering technology might be good, or the articulation may be good.
Everything that we've gotten good for every other SHF line has come from Rider.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I would say that they're like the groundwork.
Yeah, and then everybody goes, "Oh well, this stuff is amazing." Well, if you try to Kamen Rider, you'll be there.
Yeah,
but I'm not saying you have to. What I'm saying is, in every line. You don't see me out here disrespecting lines I don't collect. That's crazy to do that. And then people go, "Oh man, he's a shill." And I'm like,
people are gonna say that about everybody.
I don't understand how stupid. Like, first of all, it's a really fucking stupid word. No matter how true it is of things, I'm not one of those things. I genuinely fucking love toys, and a lot of the times, and I'm at my breaking point now of having grace for people. That's what it is for me. Because when people there shouldn't be a competition of toys. There should be shit you like and you want to buy, and everything else shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
There's way too much stuff out for you to complain.
That's one thing I definitely do agree about. Like, people would rather spread negativity and talk about what they don't like. It's like, dude, if you don't like it, okay, keep it moving.
Yeah. Yeah, for real.
Keep it moving. Let's talk about something that you do like. What do you like? Stop harping on what you don't like. We all know you don't like it. Let's talk about what you like.
Exactly. I hear so much about what people hate. I don't know what anyone likes.
There's a PSA.
No,
PSA
I'm
from
feeling attacked right
D
now.
Amazing. PSA from D Amazing. Be more positive. Spread positivity. Let's talk
All right,
about what
hold
you
on,
like.
hold on now, hold up now, hold up now, hold up now. I want to reword that. This is a PSA. It's not just about the positivity. Change your mindset and your words, because choose your words wisely. I want you to be able to articulate yourself better than another fucking Goku. I don't care. I don't want to hear your thoughts about that.
Yeah.
Like that. Like, let's be real. Let's look at it from a business standpoint. Your highest selling figure is always going to be a Goku.
That's facts.
So now change your mindset. If you see another Goku, you don't want it, move on.
Yeah.
That's it. You see something you are excited for, be happy for it. You're on the fence, reserve judgment. Just choose words wisely. Don't. I saw that, Gil. Just don't jump in somebody's post, especially people you don't fucking know. Y'all be jumping on posts. Oh, this carnage is so fucking ugly. I don't give a shit what you think. I don't even know you.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because I always think about the fact that somebody came into my post one day, and this is where I realized that people don't treat me like a person. He said, we use your page as a message board. And I went, are you fucking shitting me? So I'm just not a person? You're just going to use my page as a message board to talk to other people?
Yeah.
Like, every day I question whether or not I should even keep my comment section open now, because I'm just like, so y'all want to be social on my page, but not on your page.
Yeah.
Because your page is private. And I'm just like, oh, shit. Social media has made people crazy.
Wavy, we're gonna get into that probably later.
No, we're not. We're gonna get into it right now.
We could get into that a little bit. So
right now.
Wavy is my youngest brother, and real quick, he brings up Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 thoughts and comments. With episode 1, I'm hyped. That's all I gotta say. Episode 1, I'm hyped.
As a manga reader, but not a spoiler. You guys are in for a treat. That's it.
Sure. And then my mom's also in here waving to all of us, saying hi.
Oh, tell your mom I'm sorry for all the cursing I've done.
No, it's all good, man. That's actually where I learned it from my mom. Actually, no, just playing. I'm joking. No, I didn't. Chad Kinsler said, "Yo, what's up, y'all? What's up,
Chad? What's up?
Chad's a goat right there.
I owe Chad nice things. I love Chad.
Chad's awesome, man.
Chad always messages me very nicely.
The hunts, what he finds, a bunch of different
stuff.
Chad
is a master hunter. I commend him because I can
it's
never.
Insane.
Yeah,
he's like on Craven level. I gotta say out there.
You know what? I'm changing his name in my phone now for that. Him
and
Chad
AZ, man, those two, both of them.
I'm gonna call him Chad the Hunter now.
Yeah, my mom said I'm okay with it. No worries.
Okay. As long as mom said I can curse, then I can curse.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and we'll get into the meat and potatoes of this, Darius. I don't know if you've ever seen or listened to our Geeky Background Check. It's a gauntlet of questions to see if you pass. If you do pass, we'll
it's funny,
keep on going.
I watched you guys earlier to prep for this. But I don't know what the prep for a question was.
Oh, shit. Okay.
But I told myself I'm going to be a total dickhead about it so it can make it fun.
All right. As long as you pass, we'll keep it going. If not, we got to stop it and kick you off. Which I already know, dude, you're going to pass. So
I'm not going to pass on purpose so I can pop back in.
Nah.
Pop right back in. Be like this.
He's already got the nut job, so I think he's just ready.
I know, right?
Like, you can't get rid of me. You can't get rid of me.
So there's a question that you've been asked before. I'll try to ask it in a different way. Where did the geekdom and geekiness, where did the appeal of it and the start of it all start for you? Is it something from when you were younger, or is it something newly discovered for you?
Because you want to ask it different, I guess I'll answer it different, but with the same answer. No, because I want to make it fresh for you. My brother introduced me to many forms of it with tokusatsu and VHS, and we went to the Chinatown Fair. So there's stuff like The Kid with the Golden Arm, 5 Deadly Venoms. I've always been into the genre of both martial arts and like toys, but we were poor. So it wasn't until I got a little older and was able to afford my own things that I worked my way into stuff. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't have main character G.I. Joes. I had offshoot like Tiger Force characters. The kind of everybody, and it's funny because it also relates to me now, where everyone's like, oh, I fucking hate Python Patrol. Me, I love Python Patrol. That's what I grew up with. You know,
Yeah.
give me some Toxo Vipers. Give me, all that crazy stuff that no one wanted in stores. I would get that because it was the stuff that was on the shelves.
Yeah.
So it's that kind of stuff that what's trash to someone else is a prize to someone else. So it's cool to see you grow up with it, and that's why different people have different tastes.
Yes.
It's like me liking Ben Riley. People are like, yeah, Ben Riley. I'm like, oh man, I love clones. So, I can't be mad at it. It's always someone else's first story, so you got to be a little bit respectable of it. But that's where it started when I was younger, with my older brother introducing those things to me.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
As far as comics and/or manga, are you into it? And if so, anything that you're reading currently?
Yes, and I also read everything. If you ever seen my account at Midtown Comics, you'd laugh. I read everything. I literally read everything on the shelf, tie-ins and everything.
All right, what's D's pull list looking like right now?
I'm not gonna give you the long list, but the short list is
just
stuff that came out this week. Stuff that came out this week is like Night Terrors, Superman Family. I'm reading all of the X-Men stuff. So like the Fall of X storyline just kicked off.
Mhm.
I'm still reading Amazing Spider-Man despite not enjoying it right now, which sucks. So, but the Spider-Man tie-ins have been great, and Dan Slott is back on Objectiveless Spider-Man, which has been awesome. Anything with Mark Bagley in it, and then I'm reading some creator-owned stuff, and then I also recently just got into Once Upon a Time at the End of the World with Jason Aaron.
Mhm.
Excellent book, and it sucks that he took so much time off doing the Avengers to not do that book, because I found that book really intriguing and different. So that's just stuff from like this week.
Has the X-Men stuff been going anywhere lately?
It depends on because for me, it always goes somewhere. It's because the X-Men stuff ties into the greater Marvel Universe stuff. But I enjoy the fact that Storm has been really exploring her power set, as well as we're delving into her new personal life. Cyclops is back into his 90s costume, so that's going to please a bunch of people who don't actually read comics. No, I'm serious. Like, somebody's going to be like, ooh, Cyclops 90 costume. Let me now pick up all the toys. Yeah. So he's back in his 90s costume, and him and Jean Grey are actually separated right now. So that's pretty cool. Professor X, as well as a few other people at the Inner Circle, have been tainted by Mr. Sinister, which is awesome because now they can't tell whether or not they can continue being in charge.
Mm-hmm.
As well as now the stuff is really kicking off with Orcus. And now we're going to see, now that they've killed Nimrod, what's the next great threat to them. So we're about to see a bunch of cool stuff.
That's awesome. I know that there's been some crazy shit happening with Sinister. I'm not super up to date, but I'm kind of staying up to date. And I think I'm like maybe a month or a month and a half behind.
I'll be honest,
off right before the Sinister stuff all kicked off. So since then, I've been out of the loop because there was just so many titles. Like you already know, you probably have like at least 6 different X titles in your pull list every week. It just gets overbearing. It was like, dude, I'm spending like $40 a week just on X-Men shit.
So what you can do is, and this is what I recommend if you don't mind being like a month or two behind, all the trades come out very quickly in a chronological order for the X-Men stuff.
Okay.
Because they collect them in the proper reading order. Just wait till when a storyline finishes, they put out the trade extra month out. So the trade finishes, a skip month, and then the trade will come out. So if you don't mind being behind a little bit, that's what you can do. It'll save you a ton of money. They make those trades affordable. They're only like $20.
I think the trade would be a good way to go too, because then all the story, like you said, it collects them all right there for you, so you don't have to go, oh, I missed one, damn it, like, you know what I mean, like
exactly.
Because otherwise you have to be collecting Excalibur, X-Force, you know what I mean, like.
And now Captain Britain is out, so there's that. Also, by the way, X-Force has been amazing. If you want to see the fall of Beast in like the worst way, read all of X-Force.
All right.
Yeah.
See, X-Force is one I kind of stuck with even when I dropped all my X-Men shit. I was like, just keep giving me X-Force anyways, just because I love the look. The X-Force look always just gets me.
It's a good book. It's a solid book. And even if you read it outside of everything else, what happens there affects the other books and vice versa, but it can be read as a standalone. Same with Wolverine.
It's cohesive enough by itself.
Yeah.
All right. As far as collectibles and, like action figures, I know that you've had also answered this and you kind of dove into it a little bit, but where did your love for action figures start? Like I said, you kind of dove into it a little bit.
Yeah, it started with my brother collecting stuff. It was like Kamen Rider vinyl, G.I. Joe, stuff like that. So it was never like I wasn't doing these things, but it wasn't until I got older that I was able to like really like go, oh shit, you know, I could buy these for myself. Especially with it being like Toy Biz action figures,
Mhm.
and it's crazy too because before the SH Fig Arts line in the early 2000s, there was a line called Sochaku Henshin, which is the
X-Men
precursor to
Red.
SH Fig Arts. And Sochaku Henshin was that line that started SHF. I collected those Kamen Riders, and they were really expensive at the time, but they were all imported. It was like
Mhm.
$35 back then. And I was like, ugh, but these figures are so good. And it was like collecting a cougar that's like ancient compared to now with technology. So
I remember getting a bunch of the like 5 or 6 Kamen Riders for like $30 a piece off of the, I think it was the Ageless Geeks sell group back in the day. There was a guy in there who would just sell Kamen Riders, like his whole collection at one point, and I just bought up so many from him. And then I got those ones, and those were older ones than what I had experienced at the time. So I had like Bio Rider, Robo Rider, those older ones. So I was checking those. I was like, dude, these don't even compare to what we got now. Like I had like Rider Tiger and like stuff like that. So I was like, man, this stuff is like, this is on a like, this is like an early level of, you know, SHF, like earlier than what I've ever experienced.
It's tough too because like SHF constantly is updating the technology every 18 months. So,
Dude, they really are. Just
but you
real
can't
quick,
blame them.
Chad said he's keeping up with X-Men Red. He's enjoying that, and also current on Daredevil. The Daredevil run is
Mr.
fire.
Darcy's run of Daredevil has not failed in a single issue over the last 5
I've
years.
heard nothing but amazing things. I haven't read it, but that's probably something I'm gonna have to pick up on.
You can
Trade.
read Daredevil from 2003 to now. I guarantee you there is not a single bad issue.
Yeah.
Damn.
Not a single bad issue. I have not read a single issue of Daredevil.
Damn.
From 2003 to now, I picked up every single issue of Daredevil.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. It is fantastic.
Sometimes it's hard to go just a year on a book, let alone multiple years.
Yeah, but it's crazy because there's a time period where Mark Waid does like Happy Daredevil, and I know a lot of people are not like fond of that. I'm like, dude, there was a point in time during even the Frank Miller run, Daredevil was happy. You can't just always do, I'm a sad Catholic, my faith.
I'm brooding,
Like,
I'm dark.
yeah, like he has actual other emotions. So 2003 to now, starting with Kevin Smith, all the way through Chip Zdarsky, the Brubaker run, Michael Lark, we will get a ton of different reigns from Daredevil, and I feel like the show is gonna really tap into that. So read that whole run, 2003 to now.
Have you been checking out the new Millar Nemesis book?
Nemesis Reloaded, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Millar is he's a fantastically weird dude, and I love him because he makes no sense. He makes comics to make TV shows because the comics themselves won't make sense. It's just like he's getting it out to get his trademark so he can have licensing rights.
Yeah.
But I love how stupid it is. Like when you read Prodigy, you're just like, holy shit, this book is amazing. And then you get the end and you're like, holy shit, this was stupid, but I still enjoyed it. But you know, it's those kind of books. I'm like, I don't care. I still enjoy it.
It's about the journey, not the end, not where you end up, you know?
Exactly. Yeah. Because the whole way
way
through I read Prodigy, I'm like, this is fucking amazing. We get to the end and I'm like, that was so stupid.
I hate when the ending to something so good is just trash, and you're like, come on, like, everything was so good up until the ending. Like,
but that's the thing, though. It's not like they're bad endings. It's just stupid. It's almost like he constantly doesn't know how to end a book, so he gives it an ending so he can change it for his movie. Because he did that with Kick-Ass. He did it with Kingsman. So it's almost like I'm not gonna give you the real ending. This is like your true ending because you stuck around for the book. I'm gonna give you the true ending here.
I really like when he switched over to the female Kick-Ass. That was pretty dope.
That run was really awesome.
I never knew they had that.
Yeah, it takes place 10 years later.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah. Hit Girl is still around. I won't spoil that, but go read that.
It's good. It's a good one.
Because that actually didn't end stupid. That actually did not end stupid.
All right, let's get into anime. What was your introduction to anime? And then follow-up question, new gen or old gen?
Vampire Hunter D and Ninja Scroll, and it doesn't matter what gen it is as long as it has good writing.
Okay, I respect that, and I love that answer because some people just automatically want to shit on one or the other. And I myself, I love
fuck that.
both. I love both.
Listen, I'm a dude that could watch Inuyasha or watch Studio Ghibli and then jump straight into Ninja Scroll and be like, I love all of these things.
There we go.
I will sit there and quote
I love
Howl's
that.
Moving Castle word for word.
I love that.
I don't give a shit.
Do you
Yeah.
ever go style over substance with anime? Like, do you mind if it's just like a really cool style and the story just doesn't really matter all that much?
Yeah, because I like the Kame Got Killed. So and
That's
that
what
was
I've been
all
meaning to
style,
watch.
no substance.
Yeah.
But that was good brain dead fun. But you actually felt for the characters. But it's like it's almost like so the new age version of a Kame Got Killed, which came out in 2012, would probably be Hell's Paradise. And it's funny how many people are watching Hell's Paradise but didn't enjoy Kame Got Killed. And I'm like, these are technically the same thing. So who knows? Who knows?
I like Hell's Paradise. It's
I love
okay.
Hell's
It's enjoyable.
I have to check that one out.
I enjoy Mappa art. If you put Mappa art,
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it.
Matt,
Did you guys
Matt,
watch Dead Man Wonderland?
It's never gonna finish, so I stopped watching it.
Yeah, I know
I-
it ended, but
I
man, that
haven't
was a
even
good
heard
one
of
though.
that.
That was such a good one.
what is
Dead
that?
Man
Matt?
Wonderland was so good, and it's a shame it will never ever finish.
What
that,
is it?
High School of the Dead.
It's
I
like
don't
a
wanna spoil it for
prison.
you.
It's
Yeah.
like a prison where all these superhuman people are put into, and
Yeah.
there's a deeper storyline underneath it. But it's only
Oh,
one
that's
season,
kinda
like 13
cool.
episodes. But it's so good. It's so good.
And it's
Oh, that's
wild too
awesome.
because they worked on 3 more episodes for season 2, and then it just never again.
Yeah,
What?
I don't know what happened. Just didn't get enough
Oh
pull. I guess.
shit!
No. Studio fell apart.
Oh, that's
Okay, that
it was
makes
good
sense.
animation too. Actually, the animation was
Yeah.
really top notch.
Yeah, some of those guys went over to Mappa, so that's why it's even funnier.
Makes
Oh
sense.
shit!
I'm telling you, man, people don't know how crazy that stuff is.
Alright.
Just getting a time slot in Japan is crazy.
Video games. What was your first introduction to video games, and then do you still
Sup-
game today? Which I know you do.
I was
But
I
yeah.
was just playing Legend of Zelda before I got on. I'm at the end of the game. I'm at in game.
The new one, Tears.
Yeah. Like literally, as soon as I get off with y'all, I'm gonna go take some.
I'm gonna finish that shit.
I'm gonna go take some more headache medication, and I'm gonna literally just go jump right back in.
That might be what's giving you a headache, though, bro. Like seriously.
No.
dude.
It's definitely my
right.
lights. It's definitely my lights. Because
Sometimes
I
some
sit under these
fucking
for like
video
9
games
hours.
be giving me mad headaches, dude. Like I be trying to
I
play
sit-
them. Like,
Well,
I
Matt, when
sit
you got
way
that
too far
screen
from my
like
TV.
this.
Nah, I sit way too far from my
I don't do
TV.
that. I'm not
No,
playing on
I'm
my
talking
Switch
about
no more.
Matt. I'm just joking. I'm joking.
Nah, he's not lying, man. He's not lying. He's not lying. He's not lying.
Just because I'm squinty, that doesn't mean I can't see. All right.
First of all, look how far Matt is from the screen now. He don't
I
be
know,
standing
right?
up on the screen.
I know.
I'm so far back from my TV. My wife and like will get annoyed because she's like, just sit in front of him. Like, no. Like, what's
I'm
the
actually
point
at
of
my
buying?
standing desk right now. I can't sit down after work. You know.
I feel you. I'm like, what's the point of buying a 70-inch TV to sit right in front of it? That's how you hurt your
That
eyes.
is true. Yep.
So I sit
Yep,
all
yep.
the way back so I can enjoy like the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's the only
I
thing that
love
sucks
that
about
TV.
gaming. You're like sitting way back there, but you want to be like closer to the TV when you're gaming because I don't know. It just you feel like you're better when you're like closer.
I'll get close when we play Fortnite, like when I'm on with KJ and them, because
Exactly.
it
Fortnite,
gets
yep.
really intense.
Yeah.
It'll get really intense.
All right, we're
Augie,
gonna have to
what's
we're gonna have
up?
to get in on a game of Fortnite now, D.
All right, I got you.
Augie's
Yeah,
in and he says, "What's good, fellas? Happy Sunday."
What's
Augie,
up,
Augie?
what's up, dude? Hey, AZ Toy Hunters, what's up, dude? Everybody's popping in now.
Yeah, what up, everyone? What's up? What's up? Just doing the geeky background check, and D's
They must be done with their
passing.
barbecues now.
Check,
It's 7:30
check,
over
check,
there.
check. With he's passing
only
with
passing 'cause
flying
I'm short.
colors.
I'm only passing to him short.
You guys
And
are
then
making me so jealous with your cosmics right now, bro.
TV
It's
and
the only one I got.
movies.
The only thing I have right now is this Wave 2 AWOC.
Actually, I really like that.
Hey,
guy.
that's
I
not
love
bad,
this
bro.
thing.
Yeah,
Hey, Thane is
I was gonna
awesome.
say, my
There,
thing's
okay,
over
but
there,
hey, you know
so-
what I did? I popped that
What'd you do?
Thane head on that movie Abomination or that Gamer versus Abomination. Bro, that's gonna be a dope custom if I can get around to that. The body's way more flexible.
10 days till SDCC. Yep.
Please don't remind me. Please don't remind me.
Augie, I can't make it this year, so have fun though, bro.
Hey Augie, pick me up that
just
pick
got
me up
off
some
the
DBZ
river.
exclusives. I want that Raditz, bro.
No, Matt, buy your own stuff, Matt.
Why do you want a Raditz? It's just the Raditz.
Because I sold mine.
That makes sense.
Nah,
Nah, I was gonna say if you said it for Gohan, it's worth it because Gohan is king.
I want to Gohan.
Oh, yeah, I
AZ
want that
said
Gohan
just
minifigure, that Gashapon figure that I could get for $5.
AZ just got off the river right now.
just got-
What? He was
Nice,
white
dude. Hell yeah.
River rafting out there.
Woo.
I don't
Is
know
he
if that's
river
really what
rafting or
he's
river
doing.
tubing?
I don't know.
Probably
he
just
can
say-
let it. He can
probably
let
just
us
One's
know.
a
down the river
workout.
drinking some beers. That's my kind of river float.
All
I
right,
was
D.
gonna say-
Last question would be:
Sorry, I pet my cat.
got you a Krillin? What Krillin? What Krillin did you pick up, Lo?
He said, get me a Krillin.
Get you a Krillin. I got a Krillin. If you want one, I could hook you up with one though. If you want
He
one.
probably wants the one in Saiyan armor though. That one's all expensive.
Oh, yeah. If you want that one, I
stuff.
don't have that one. I have the regular one, the world's strongest human or something like that. I think it's
Yeah, I
called.
screwed up and didn't
I
get
have
that
that
Gohan
one.
or that Krillin, man. That's biting me in the ass right now.
So last question would be standout TV series TV series and or movies to you.
All right, so I'm gonna have to skip this question only because I cannot watch shows without my wife, and I haven't watched a single show because she never wants to watch anything.
I mean, that's a good answer.
He looking behind her like,
Yes, Saiyan armor is fine. Oh, the Saiyan
I'm
armor.
not
waiting for the
That's
hand to come back
an
to the back of the head.
exclusive.
That's what I'm saying. I'm waiting for it. I'm just like, so because I'm pretty sure if she heard that, she would murder me. But the truth is,
The funny thing is, D, for me, it's probably my lady probably feels that way about me because I can never finish a show. Like I'm literally finishing Game of Thrones right now.
I even look.
Oh, jeez.
It's not that I'm mad about it. It's just you got to understand. I'll be like, listen, I got like 6 hours. I'm not gonna do any work tonight. Let's watch something. Okay, give me 2 minutes. 4 hours pass. Baby, can we watch something? Give me 2 more minutes. I'm gonna just go play Zelda.
I'm surprised that's not you shooting photos, being like, "Hold on, 2 more minutes, we'll watch that show." Hold on, I got
No.
lighting right now.
See, that's my thing. See, that's my thing. If I'm in the middle of a shoot and she be like, she want to watch something, I'll drop everything because I'll just leave the setup.
It'd be like that, bro. It'd be like that
because I will not get a chance to watch another show. Like I know this is my shot.
Of course, you got to take it. You got to jump on it.
I will literally drop the setup and be like, listen, if how many episodes we got? 3. We'll try to watch 1.5. I'll get back to this later.
You're like, fuck that.
See, I'll be like, okay, you want me to watch the show? Come here, hold this light really quick, right above you. All right.
First of all, I don't know how y'all didn't notice. Do y'all not see my upload times? Well, in California, it'd be like midnight for y'all, but East Coast would be like 3:34 a.m. upload time. You know why now? Now you know why.
Yeah.
Now you know why.
No, I respect that, bro, because same type of thing. It's the same thing with my wife. It's like for podcasting, sometimes I just got to be like, sorry guys, y'all could do it. Y'all got it without me. Or whatever like that. Or sometimes I don't get around to taking the pictures I want to. What do you mean, man? That's why sometimes at the last minute I'd be like, hey man, I can't make it.
Yeah, well now I'm working too, so it's
it's crazy, right? Because I was supposed to upload him. I was supposed to upload him last night. And she was like, oh, like let's finish Ted Lasso.
Oh, dude, hell yeah.
Well, at least it ain't the trunks, because otherwise your knee and your arm would have fell off with that drop.
Really? Where is it?
Mine has been. You don't have any issues with your with your trunks?
I don't have any issues too, Matt. I think it's kind of like a case by case.
No issues so far.
Case by case basis.
No. Now I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. This does have QC issues, but I'm gonna tell you why. Where's the box at? Because I'm gonna put y'all on the game or something.
Vietnam.
Yes.
Yes.
So the Vietnam factories don't have the plastic quality that the China factories do. Everything is getting shipped over there now to change. So, for instance, when stuff like Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta released and Super Saiyan 4 Goku, their first releases were done in Vietnam. Second releases are all done in China, which is why the Super Saiyan 4 release of the new Vegeta, the Super Saiyan 4 one, you see how they reissued it? This one will be released in China. That's how you can tell the difference between the Super Saiyan 4 Goku first release and second. The first release is Vietnam, second release is China, and then there's a mixed media one out of Hong Kong.
See, I've been hearing about that lately, but I thought Vietnam was only handling like the bigger figures, like the
Vietnam is handling any overflow. So that means
oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, Vietnam will handle any overflow. Same thing for Hasbro.
I actually found this out about a month ago when I first started selling some of my older Dragon Ball Z figures. Somebody was talking to me.
That dude that came by?
Yeah, if you've noticed, the Vietnam figures aren't as good as the China figures. And I was like, dude. And I went back and I'm looking through my collection. I'm like, dude, this dude is fucking dead on, bro. Like,
all the figures have issues. And that's because the plastic quality of their factories is not the same. They don't have the same because their turnaround time is actually shorter. So when there's figures that they have to make a lot of, Vietnam like picks up the slack for them. But it's not the same. I don't know if you can tell, even with the trunks, the plastic is not even the same coloration.
Yeah, you could tell.
Yeah. So don't worry. They
Are
trying.
you
Though. They
talking from
trying.
like the like pliable jacket to the arms, or
No, look at the color of the pants. It's a slight fade already. If you look at your trunks versus the trunks in the product photos, it's a slightly lighter gray, and that's because again the quality is not there yet. But I'm not knocking them because they're trying to make themselves worldwide. Bandai spent themselves in a hole for 50 years, literally just Japan only, and now you have this huge demand from the rest of the world that wasn't there 12 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
They got to pick up the slack somehow. So I'd say cut them slack for a few more years, and after that,
They'll
if it's
get
still
on
bad,
par.
then blame them. Yeah,
It's gonna be
yeah.
because honestly, it kind of sucks for them though, because that is something that deterred someone like me, who's every single drop I pick up, to where now I'm being more picky with my stuff because
I will say this though:
being
don't be
experienced in
picky.
those.
Don't be picky. Pick it up anyway because when premium Bandai come out of Vietnam, what you gonna do? Ain't gonna be no reissue.
yeah.
Well, I pick up the website exclusives for sure. I know that.
Yeah,
I know
but I'm
that
just
much.
saying, like, yeah, but you know, like, it's one of those things where I'm like, at this point, you just gotta ride it out. This is the part that it sucks, but you ride it out because you're like, you know what? Same thing happened with Hasbro. In the beginning, there were QC issues, and now we are 18 months later, and there's no issues.
It's growing pains then from that
Yeah.
factory. Basically, they need to get in
Yeah.
there. They need to figure out what works, what doesn't, and then get in their stride.
Real
Also,
quick.
and then
go ahead.
okay.
No,
Also,
no,
you got to understand the political issue of it. If we got, and I hope this never ever happens, if America like cuts factory ties with China, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, we won't get no SHF.
Ain't
It's
gonna
all
be no
gonna be
Toy Story.
Vietnamese crap.
nothing.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, for the most part, like I like this is a big baby problem, obviously for collectors. But I'm not. The toys are gonna be the last of my problems if we cut off China. Everything's made in China, dude.
Yep.
Yep.
So many
Like,
things.
I'll be worried about everything. Toys are gonna be the lastest thing I worry about.
Vietnam's like,
will.
dude, fuck America. Let's get them back with some shitty ass Dragon Ball Z.
Hey,
Let's show them who really won that war.
we kind of
Oh,
earned that one.
shit.
We kind of earned that. I'm not even.
Yeah,
gonna
we
lie.
did.
Augie brings up something pretty good here. His comment about San Diego Comic-Con. With many of the studios backing out for Hall H, it might be hard to get exclusives this year.
It's gonna be impossible. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Who backed out of Hall H? Like DC and Marvel or what?
Dude, Marvel and Disney, they're not going to be there. WB is a maybe. Amazon backed out. Matt, I don't
Even if
think you were
WB
here.
shows up, nobody cares.
Well, here's my thing though.
Hey,
A lot of
no,
y'all don't
they still
realize
do
that's
have some
also a good
stuff.
thing. That's also a good thing though. So here's the thing, right? Now the show goes back to being about comics, toys, and collectibles.
Yeah,
I was
it
now,
does.
now people that do have really big booths or had small booths can now have bigger booths for next year. Because guess what? Those people are backing out to probably do their own convention. That's
Yeah.
usually how history shows it. They back out next year. They announce their own convention.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now other people can like go bigger, go harder, make more exclusives. Because now, Pop Reed, who owns San Diego Comic Con, can be like, "Well, there won't be a big Marvel booth, so we have space. Would you like a bigger booth? Would you like an exclusive with us?" Because they used to charge you to have a San Diego sticker on something. That's partly why people don't even put the San Diego sticker anymore. Because there's a lot of red tape around that. Most people just put event exclusive now. They don't call it a San Diego Comic Con anymore.
That like Tamashii Nations it's always an event exclusive, not San Diego. It's
Well,
an
the smart
event
thing, too,
because they
is if
want to
it's
be
an
able to
event,
also
they
sell
can
it other
at Toy
places
Fair,
as
they
well.
can sell it at SDCC, they can sell it wherever they want, you know?
Yeah, because if it's just a San Diego exclusive, anything you don't sell, you have to destroy.
Or sell on your website.
No,
Like
you
we've
have
seen.
to destroy.
Really?
You are not supposed to sell it.
Ooh,
Yeah,
That's weird. Even the NECA stuff ended up in like Toys R Us and shit with the SDCC
it
tags.
wasn't supposed to.
Oh, okay. Fucking Randy. Damn you, Randy. You pulling a fast one.
He wasn't the only one because San
No,
Diego
we see
looked the
plenty
other
of
way.
them.
yeah.
You know, San Diego looked the other way because it's like, hey, it wasn't a great show for you. We're gonna like look the other way. You know what I mean? Like it's always like that.
Well, yeah,
KJ
otherwise people
stopped
won't show
by.
back
Sup,
up next year.
peeps?
I tell people all the time, like I don't think people understand this, and this is
What up,
gonna
KJ?
be. I know a lot of people are gonna feel called out about this, but the toy industry is not as big as you think it is. Everyone knows each other in some shape or form. Y'all got to learn to just not be crazy and say crazy things. That's it.
Isn't it true that there's only like less than 5 factories that actually produce most of the figures for us?
I wouldn't say less than 5, but I will say it's definitely 5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew it was a
I
really
won't say
small
less than-
number.
Yeah, but like that's what I'm saying. We all know each other. Everybody's stuff is coming out of the same place.
Yeah.
So when people talk about QC issues,
Using
right?
the same
like right
factories.
now, think about it right now. Bandai got QC issues right now out of Vietnam. Hasbro got QC issues out of Vietnam.
That's one of the things that Chad actually said. Chad said, "So I wonder if is it the same factory stuff for the GI Joes?"
Yeah, everything is the same. Everything is the same. It's
So-
all the same factory.
Yeah.
So when people go, "Oh, this QC issue, this sucks," everybody's experiencing it. You're just not gonna hear about it because a lot of y'all don't talk to each other. Y'all talk at someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you just literally put it together, like for instance, Carnage came out of China, Trunks out of Vietnam, Kid Naruto also came out of Vietnam, but also some from China.
Mhm.
But no QC issues with this guy. See what I mean?
I'm looking forward to that little guy.
This guy is so fun. Sasuke is really fun too.
What up, Kev? See, I fucked up. I didn't pre-order a Sasuke, but I'm gonna have to scoop one up eventually as soon as it goes up
Got
somewhere.
a case skill. I'll get some off.
It's gonna be literally everywhere because it's
What up,
it's
Kev?
gotten a wide domestic release.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably end up at
Naruto
Barnes and Noble for like
Kid.
$40 or some shit.
Naruto Kid.
Yeah. What you call it? Who was it? Was
Those young
Nose
versions
Ring?
really bring you back though. Like more
Was
than the Shippuden versions, like for sure.
Yeah. First, that's 100%. I think who was it though? Recently, Nose Rain, who did like 10 of them. I think together, like a shot with 10
Yeah.
of the Kid Naruto. Oh my god, that was so gorgeous.
And they were
I was like,
actually all
fuck.
figures, no Photoshop.
Yeah, no Photoshop.
No, he just
yeah.
photoshopped their position, which is dope. But
Yeah.
man, ain't nobody fucking with Richie, man. I love Richie.
Yeah, he's great.
I gotta tell. Actually, I'm gonna text Richie right now. I'm gonna tell him I'm gonna fight him. Hold on. Where's my phone?
Hey, so I would
Come on,
say
10 of those Narutos. Fight me.
D, I would say that you do pass the Geeky Background Check. Definitely
That's not
do
true.
pass.
You just lied
So-
to me. You
No.
cheated.
You definitely
You
do
cheated.
pass. You checked
You
all the
cheated the score.
boxes. You checked
I
all
don't
the
know. You
boxes.
kind of let us
You're
in
good.
on some industry secrets, so I think that's like a plus 10. On
I know, right?
So here's the thing. They're not secrets. It's actually common sense. But here's it. All right.
We don't use common sense, okay? we're plastic crack addicts, okay?
Do
There's
you
no
see
sense.
that? It's funny because I will come on somebody's podcast and I'll explain these things. Someone will watch it 20 minutes later and call me a liar, and I'll just ignore them. But I get that a lot. But it's also like, for instance, Matt, you've known me a very long time. Back when the thing was in chronological order. That's how long you've known me.
2013 ACBA, baby.
Exactly. So let me tell you something. When have I ever lied about the things going on?
Never.
But yet somehow we are here 10 years later. People are like, you don't know what you're talking about. Okay.
I mean, that's usually how it happens, man. Is like usually when you reach some type of let me see how I could word this. When you reach some type of stature that people are jealous, they want to hate, and
See,
you're very. I feel like
though,
you're very respected. And
I don't feel respected. I can tell you that right now. I'm gonna be
well,
honest.
I respect you, and I think that there's others that respect you. I know that all of my
that's why we're
gentlemen
here, because we're
respect
homies.
you. But
all
like,
I can say is
I
the
feel
better
like once
job you're doing, the more haters you got.
Okay, there we
At
go.
the end of the day, that's how it
You
is. If you're the
simplified
best
it
one
and
at
made it
work,
sound better,
everybody
Matt.
hates you. If
once
you're the
you
best one in the toy industry, everybody hates you. You know what I mean?
Let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask y'all an honest question.
What's up?
When you guys see stuff like that, do you guys try to understand why someone would hate me? Because I'm gonna ask an honest question. Why would someone hate me but they won't hate the next person?
There's
That
a reason
doesn't
why you
say
got
anything.
90,000 subs.
That's why. There you go.
Actually,
you got more YouTube subscribers than the next person. That's why.
but I've also been doing this for more than a decade, though. Like,
I mean, look at Shartimus Prime. That guy's received a lot of hate over the years. Like, even like you say one thing that you think is like, that's the way I feel. That's what I'm gonna say, and people hate on you for that because there's always gonna be people that aren't gonna agree with you.
See,
no matter
no,
what.
and you're right. But you can debate someone without hating them. I don't understand when we got to the point where it's like about insulting people. I'm not here for that.
No,
I don't.
That's just
I don't
that
get
internet troll
either,
nature, dude. Everybody wants to be like funny, wants to be the class clown. Just have to say something funny.
I feel like everyone wants to go viral at the expense of a friendship you could have had.
Mm-hmm.
Well, most people don't know how to argue.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a good point.
So something.
Or debate. There you go.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
my pastor, before he married me and my wife, almost 14 years ago now, we had to do counseling because he was like, I think you guys are a really good fit. I'm happy for you. But, one of the things he was really big on is like, you as an individual have to learn how to fight because fights are inevitable. You're going to have
Yes.
disagreements, but most
Mhm.
people don't have the wherewithal to know where the line is and not be disrespectful because you can disagree with somebody and not disrespect that person, but so many people in this day
100%.
and age don't get that. It's all about how offensive can it be, like Matt said, be the class count. But I mean, one thing that I just want to go back and touch on things, most people are morons. I mean, it really, I hate to say that, but I actually had a trainee and he wasn't
Ooh.
even, he actually was a guy that ran his own location for a major hardware company. I'm not going to say who it is, but it's one of the big ones. They're all over the place. And I kept telling him, I was like, hey, man, you need to be looking at this and looking at this. And the guy legitimately flunked his certification. More than intelligent enough to pass the certification, refused because he believed he already knew what he needed to know to pass that certification. So he's not a dumbass, he's not a moron, but in that situation, he made dumb choices that led to him failing and me looking, losing credibility where I've been training people for years. And I just, we walked out there and I'm like, I'm not going to be disrespectful to you right now, but I think you just disrespected both of us to, the higher ups in this organization. And I was like, I know that you think you know what you know, but you don't know. And people trying to understand that is one of the harder things that people will not understand. So like people arguing with you because like you're gonna get off here and somebody's gonna disagree with you on like the toy manufacturing side when they don't have the slightest clue, but they think they know better. So why would you be right?
See, but that's my thing. I don't. Even if I'm wrong, I'll be like, hey, you know what? My bad. I was wrong. Please, like, school me. But a lot of the times we don't even get to that point because everyone just like, it's name calling. You're a dumbass. You won't ever know. And I'm just like, okay. Like, I've been doing this with companies like professionally since the end of 2017. Now, before that, I was on the outside, but I was let in like kind of like a freelancer. But like the last couple of years have been really hardcore. I know like the ins and outs. COVID really put me on the inside. Now, this is part of the reason why I've probably gone quiet for the most part on social media. It's not because I lack the knowledge. It's because trying to talk to people and tell them about it has been frustrating. Because I see comments and it's like, okay, that's not how it works. What can you explain? I'm like, are you willing to listen? And then people get offended. I'm like, no, I need you to really listen and not like interject, not insult. Like, I really want you to learn these things. And people just like fly off the handle. You're calling me an idiot? I'm like, no. I want to preface with, I want you to understand better by listening. And like, because some people listen to talk back versus listening to just listen.
Are you
like,
open
dude,
to listening? Are you open to actually listen to what the fuck's coming out of my mouth?
And that's why lately you won't catch me like talking about stuff. I just won't. Shut up, KJ. You are KJ, actually, you know what? Now that KJ is awake and not like being a family man, we're gonna get on Fortnite after this, you jerk. We had a 3-game like win streak like 2 nights ago. So I'm like, I wanna follow up on that. But back to my point that I was making. It's tough because nowadays everything is like, for instance, it's like me posting in any sort of Mezco page. Everyone gets offended because like, oh, I bet you D Amazing has it first. I'm like, I work for this fucking company. Oh my god.
Yeah, of course. Dumbasses. This is the only time I'm gonna actually call you idiots because you're idiots.
No, because I'm just like, at this point, why are you stating the obvious? Yeah. Yes, like I work for the company, but not all the time can I always reveal these things and talk about it. That's common sense. And then people go, well, why can't you do that? It's not time to reveal and talk about this thing.
It's like when you see D drop the pictures, you know that the pre-order's coming like the next day or so. You know what I mean? Just get ready. Like your wallet needs to be prepared.
Okay, no. But let's play devil advocate here. Let's say there's someone new and doesn't know anything about this. Do you know how frustrating it is to see someone in the comment section? Oh, I bet D Amazing's gonna flaunt this. He's a fucking shill. And I'm just like, it's frustrating because my first response would be, you're a fucking idiot and I hope you kick boulders. But I don't want to respond with negativity. it's
Yeah, of
almost like
course.
you're mad at a guy who put in work to work somewhere. Why would you be mad about that? That's like me. Like I'm rooting for everybody who wants to work in this industry. But it's crazy to me that y'all hate on people, and then we'll get in the industry and they get mad because you're like, oh, well, I don't know why our career's not going anywhere. You spent 5 years talking shit about people. No one trusts you.
Yeah.
Yeah, to me, it's an inspiration because it's like, damn, D could do it. Other people could do it. You know, maybe one year
No,
down the
you
road,
can
I could
because I
do
don't
it, or
think
somebody else could do it.
but you
Yeah,
can because I don't think people
Yeah.
realize the whole point of me getting in the door is because I wanted other people like me to get in the door.
yeah,
Period.
definitely.
But it's that do and can't mindset. The people that are going to come at you like that and have that sort of like
We'll get to your thing in a little bit.
like jealousy and like anger towards you don't realize what you've put in, and they don't see that way of like that path for themselves. Like they don't see that hard work and everything that you put in to get there, and they
They
can't
only
see
see the
themselves
results.
doing it. Yeah,
Yeah, they only see the
exactly.
results because some people just want instant results. I'm
Mhm.
like, dude, before I even got in with Bandai, I worked conventions with them as a volunteer for 5 years.
Yes, you did.
I had
And
to
you
learn to
pose
speak
up
the
their figures.
yeah, like
I know
and
that.
yeah, same thing.
Cheney's the one who actually told me about that. Back when the first time I ever went to San Diego Comic-Con, I think in like 2018, I seen you from afar, and I was all like, "Oh shit, is that DM?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, you want me to introduce?" And I was like, No. I was kind of nervous at the time. I was like,
Yeah.
"Nah, it's cool."
Yeah, man, always say hi.
But yeah.
Always say hi.
Yeah, I remember D was showing us in the Articulate comic book group one time when he was able to like pose him and stuff for the displays, and I was like, dude, for us that was like, holy shit,
I
like,
was like, "Dude, that's fucking amazing."
that's
it's
cool, dude.
crazy,
Like we never
because I
thought
was-
any of us would be doing that, like because we've been reaching out, like, hey, you know, there's all these photographers out here that love your toys and do free shit for you guys all the time, like. Why don't you like show off our
Yeah,
work
help
on your
you
website
sell
or
your
something?
fucking
And then
product.
next thing you know, D's
Well-
posing their figures for him.
Well, that's the thing, right? A lot of it is a language barrier thing. That's one. The other thing was a lot of people couldn't be trusted because you bring people in and they do the exact opposite of what you said you wanted to do. A lot of people would get their foot in the door and then literally like betray everything that they said they would do.
Start leaking information and shit like that.
And I'm like, dude, like you can't do that. Like this is still a for-profit company.
Yeah, that's
You
not
cannot-
cool. You gotta
cannot
keep
be
your
out
mouth
here-
shut.
Yeah. And it's not about oh shit, I dropped my knife. Sorry. But it's not about like a whole weird loyalty thing where people gotta be like, oh well now he's a company dog. It's like, bro, it's still a fucking job. And you're
Yeah.
held legally to it.
Yeah,
That's the
because
other
I
part.
Your
mean,
employer asks you to do something,
bottom
you
line,
do it, or you don't have a job. Period.
bottom
And when you got a
line,
job
yeah,
like photographing toys, you don't want to lose that kind of thing. Like,
Yeah.
fuck.
they could
That's a
can
dream
you,
fucking
they could
job
possibly
right there,
sue you, XYZ, you know, a bunch
All
of
right,
other stuff.
Let's say they don't sue you. Let's say now I'm gonna be honest with you. Let's say they don't sue you. But now they're gonna talk to every other company because, like I said, everyone knows everybody,
Mhm.
and now your name is out there. Don't work with that guy.
Yep.
Now
He doesn't
what?
know how to keep it to himself.
Now you have no career in this field.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now what? It's like I don't understand. Like it's almost like people on the outside built up this stigma of working with a company, but this is exactly what y'all also want. So which one is it? You can't have your cake and eat it too, because even if you bought 2 cakes, you only got 2 hands. How you gonna hold both? Because if you do this, trust me, you're gonna burn out. Then what?
Yep.
Even if you move both them cakes, what's gonna happen?
To change the subject here, my brother brought up something which I think is kind of cool. He says, I know that we're past the conversation of video games, but I had a cool idea just now. If a game was made where the gamer could be a, might mess it up, Yautja.
Predator, basically.
The Predator, right? Is it Yautja? Yautja, okay. Then prove your rank after so many missions, and you and your friends can extinguish hives. That would actually be kind of dope. You start off as beginning level, and you go through
So you mean start off as unblooded, become
unblooded,
blooded,
and then become
go through the ritual, because I love Predator, so you already know.
Yeah.
So start off unblooded. You do the training missions, become blooded, and to become blooded, you have to do at least 1 hunt, and then you have to hunt a xenomorph. And then once you do that, you become blooded. Then, because now over centuries, you have to do enough missions to become an elder. Once you become Captain Elder, you become like an elder. But I would love that. But imagine,
that'd be sick as fuck.
see, but that's crazy because that's what the new Predator comic is about. It's showing you the human and Predator perspective. And a lot of people like are hating the book, but Kev Walker's killing that shit.
See,
there's
Destiny,
a-
the game makers of Destiny could
One
probably
of my
kill a
favorite
game like that
Predators
right
right
there.
here. The San Diego Comic Con
Yellow
2-pack.
Lantern. It's a shame we'll never ever see that again.
Yeah, dude, I know, right? But dude, I was like, I love this thing right here. I love it.
That was a beautiful crossover, all from one page of a comic book.
Yeah.
I fucking Yvonne Reese. Oh my god.
Hold on to that.
Yeah, I got 3 of them because I was like, I wanted a squad. Because
Oh shit, dude, that's what's up.
Yeah, because Yaoja can either hunt as a singular or as a pack because you want your
Yeah.
tribe. So I call it the Yellow Lantern tribe, where he split his ring and like he got the homies. So
That's
as you know,
what's
I just make stuff up. I
Did
don't
you
don't
customize them so they all look different?
I did put on different heads on them, but they all have the same armor.
Yeah,
There you
well,
go.
obviously. Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So
But no, like
He's like, all right, killed that geeky background check. What's next? Let's go.
no, like my head is still hurting, but I'm trying to like to
Nah, you're good, dude. I have
Stroke
fucking, man, my body's aching today.
I mean, the main center focus of tonight is just honestly Legion's Con, and then also your photography, man, is just
Nah,
like,
let's not talk about my photography. That shit is boring.
Let's talk about
Nah,
Legion's Con.
what
What are we gonna do at Legion's Con this year?
I'm gonna take people out for drinks, and then we're gonna talk about Cosmic Bugman, obviously, and then hopefully we could talk about the new blood armor because I don't think everyone understands that I love that blood armor, and I need like 7 of those.
dude.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, Vorgus Vermilius is like that's the
That
shit.
2.0 looks amazing, dude. Holy shit.
CJ killed it on that cape, and that cape is like so dangerous because I'm just like, bruh, you could literally be like, you could just have a whole crew of evil knights, and I would just love every moment of that.
Honestly, CJ sold most of that Necronominus line to me. Like, I went all in and then went even harder on that line just because, dude, his soft goods on that line is
Amazing.
like nothing he's ever done before.
I am so happy and proud of the CJ team because I remember me and CJ just being on Facebook Messenger calls saying like, yo, we're going to get in the industry. We're going to do this. And here we are. I'm super proud of them. Super proud of them.
Yeah, I remember buying the old ninja costumes off him back in the day when he first produced those things. And stuff. He's come a long way since then.
He has, man. Yeah. He really has.
And it's crazy too because even he, at one point, him and his wife were looking into getting to a factory to like mass producing stuff, and they can't do it as well as he does it. And again, even if they did find a factory, the money you would have to spend plus the backup of getting your spot in. That's the other thing. Like bigger companies like Hasbro and all that, when they put their stuff in the factory, all that stuff was done 18 months back. Not even that. It was done 18 months back. They so when the design has to be changed, it's too late. You know what I mean? It like that's why when stuff gets approved, that's why a lot of licensed stuff takes so much longer to be approved because there can't be any mistakes. Whereas unlicensed stuff, like for instance, G.I. Joe doesn't have to worry about any red tape. Hasbro approves it, it goes through, that's it. Whereas Marvel would have to go through 7 or 8 stages of approval. And then people are like, oh, why Marvel just taking so long? Go, how come we don't have this costume? There has to be 7 or 8 levels of approval, and then you still have to go through legal. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So with the older costumes, it's probably harder to get because you have to go through like the estates of people that have already passed away and things like that.
Exactly, especially if they have their own creator own rights. That's why that's why we'll never get a classic comic book Mantis, not without approval. Don't even like what about Bug? Bug is constantly switched from both Marvel and DC. You think I don't want a Bug from the Guardians of the Galaxy original run? Dude, that'd be great.
So modern is what they're going for because it's easier to get the rights.
Well, whatever they have the rights to already. It's like Rom the Space Knight. We're probably gonna get a Rom the Space Knight figure now because of it. Because Marvel just got the rights back.
Oh, did they really? Oh shit,
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So with Rom the Space Knight coming back to Marvel, they're gonna reprint a bunch of stuff. Then they'll probably announce something new, which is dope because they've only ever mentioned him as the Knight because they didn't have the rights to just call him Rom.
So talking about Vorgus too, here we go.
I'm so
Showing it
excited
off.
for this. Also, like
Yeah, it's
you
gorgeous.
need at least 5 of them because you have 3 different head swaps, right?
5? Damn.
Why are you trying to talk me to 5 of these things?
First of all,
only wanted 2.
First of all, y'all talking to the whole army builder man, so you're talking to the wrong person. Talking to the wrong person. How many times do you see me pick up something that don't even need to be army built? Stop
Right,
it.
it's true all the time. No.
Hey, I totally get it. I'm like, I've got a Ultimate Edition Eddie Guerrero on pre-order, and I'm still trying to find like 2 more just because I want to display it all over the place. I love Eddie Guerrero.
My favorite head
I
here is
miss Eddie
definitely the
Guerrero.
white vampire with the helmet on still.
Yes.
Oh, that is really cool.
That's so unique.
Because you know who that reminds me of? That reminds me of Baron Volgar if he was trapped in the armor. Like he tried it and he was like, I can't do this. No, this armor's too much. That's probably why he ended up with the scar, because he was in the armor wilding out. Like that's my head canon.
In your head canon?
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of Bram Stoker's Dracula when he has the blood armor on in the very beginning of the movie.
Oh, yeah. Oh shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I didn't think about that.
Oh wow. Okay.
And then
There you
even
go,
the vampire,
Matt.
and even the chomping vampire head looks kind of like you could turn it into a Fury Orc. So
Yeah,
there's a lot
that's
of
for
options
sure.
there.
Ooh.
I love this spear here. Like, I mean, I've always been a fan of the sword. This is cool, but the spear just
So that
is new
spear,
and unique, right?
that spear reminds me of the spear of destiny, which in certain Dracula story he actually has.
I was gonna say Lancer from Fate Stay.
Lancer as well, but then that's what I'm saying. The Galboge, that's what I'm saying. The spear of destiny.
Oh, yeah, it was the same thing. Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah,
This shot by Trevor too is fucking is killer.
Yeah.
Trevor
That
gets
shot is
such
pretty sick.
wonderful lighting, and I'm so jealous. So jealous.
Now, you think he had a long exposure to create that kind of light effect above the head?
No, it's definitely long exposure, but I'm like, I don't shoot with a tripod, so my hand can't stay still long enough for that.
You never
But-
shoot with the tripod?
No, everything is freehand.
Really? Oh shit.
See,
Wow.
I
You guys didn't know
I
that?
didn't shoot with
No,
a tripod
sir.
for a long time, and then I realized all my shots were kind of blurry after a while. So I was like, okay, I gotta start using a tripod.
So here's how you do it, right? You have higher shutter speed and higher light and lower ISO, and that's how you can shoot better freehand. That's why my shots come out the way they do. But if I did long exposure, I've learned to breathe well enough to do it. But this takes true long exposure. Like this is like
30
you're holding it
seconds.
for. Nah, this is definitely like a 5-second hold. Your hands can't do that, even no matter
No.
how much you try,
Hell no.
because the weight of the camera.
Yeah.
Plus, just your own natural breathing and movements is just gonna throw
Oh,
everything off.
Honestly, anytime you see me do a long exposure shot, I don't even breathe on that shot. I'm literally.
You got some steady ass hands there, brother. 'Cause I'll be like,
Oh no! Like, where's my camera at? I'll show you. Hold on. I don't know where my camera is.
he's gonna give us a live demo.
I would have, but my cat is sleeping on my camera now, so I'm not gonna move it.
Yeah.
Okay,
KJ, you
one
got-
other
you gotta
question.
grab a
You
couple
got
of
cats
those.
running around. I know your cats are all over your toys, your dioramas
Yeah.
and stuff. What do you do to like get rid of the cat hair and stuff?
Microfiber cloth.
There you go.
Like, so I have to wipe him down sometimes because Ichigo has a fur issue. So sometimes I have to. But like for instance, even on this new acrylic board I just got, I gotta wipe it down constantly because Ichigo is constantly shedding. So it's just.
Really? See, what I started using was a lint roller. I use it on like my Mezco cloth goods and shit because sometimes like I'll leave the
Oh, yeah.
tape out, it'll get
Yeah.
hair on it, so I'll lint roll the shit out of it, and it actually started working. So I was like, oh, that's cool.
So lint roll definitely works for Mezco stuff, but if you want to get those tiny spots, get electric tape. Do tiny strips of electrical tape and just
Oh
boom,
shit.
and pull the
Okay.
lint off. The reason why you do
That's
electric tape
smart.
is because it doesn't damage and it also pulls like the hardest stuff off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually, I'll just use the blow method. If it can't come off the blow method, then it's straight to the lint roller.
I would say the reason why I would say stop doing that because then, and this is not a jab at anybody, but the reason why I say stop doing it because you're just gonna blow it right onto the next thing. Lint
That is
just
true.
picks it up, keeps it there.
Yep.
I thought you were gonna make a joke like I'd be spitting all over my shit.
Yeah. Or that.
It's just stuff.
This ain't no offense, but you be spitting all over that shit.
No. Because you know some people take offense to you telling them what to do. I try to be very courteous. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Yeah.
My brother.
If
my
I ask for
brother's-
the tips, I'll take them with arms wide open.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
My brother's asking what's everyone's thoughts on the Blue Beetle movie.
I'm
I'm hyped for it.
I always my policy with everything that I've learned from my grandmother is don't judge anything until you've watched it, seen it, own it.
Yep.
If you haven't experienced it, you can't talk on it.
I'm
gonna watch
excited
it.
to watch it.
But I am I'm lowering my expectations because of the Flash movie. So
I am
just noting that.
cautiously optimistic, but I don't like George Lopez.
I second that. But
He's kind of soured the movie a little bit for me.
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, he has kind of like a sordid history, doesn't he? Now, like, came to light or what?
Yeah,
It
he
didn't
does.
like it was always there.
It's been there.
It's just that now mainstream media is picking up on it. Now everyone else is picking up on it, from other people finally talking about it, podcasters talking about it, up on TikTok and stuff.
That's the one upside of podcasting that I enjoy, is that it raises awareness to things that actually need awareness, and but not other types of podcasts. Like I'm tired of weird reactionary podcasts where it's like causing drama for no reason. That's why I can't watch every podcast. Like, I'd even stop watching Drink Champs, because Drink Champs got really toxic, and I was like, you guys are either gonna drink yourself to death or drink yourself stupid, and I can't keep doing this. Okay. Yeah. Like it's too much.
No, Blue Beetle, looking forward to watching it. Just I pre-ordered the action figures. I didn't want to, but
The figures look great.
I did. No, yeah, they do, but I just wish that they would have did like an ultimate or like some type of deluxe of put everything needed in one, rather than having to buy two separate figures. But whatever.
So I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna wait for the SHF.
You think they're doing a SHF one?
They announced Black Adam.
If he said he's paying for it, that means they're doing it, bro. Come on.
But also, I'm gonna tell you why I truly believe they're gonna do a Blue Beetle, because it's Kamen Rider for them.
Oh fuck! I didn't even think about
really
that.
is.
Oh my god! I might
Maybe
cancel my
specialty.
I might cancel my McFarlane shit.
Thank you. Just made
I'm
my
just saying.
You know what?
I'm
I'm
just
gonna
saying.
go on right now and cancel my BBTS order.
No! Don't cancel it. Don't cancel it. I just feel like that would be a complete wasted opportunity.
Dude, oh my god, they really should, because they're probably gonna knock that shit out of the
The only
park,
question
bro.
is how long will you have to wait? That's the only question.
See,
I don't
that's
give
the
a
thing.
fuck how long I gotta wait. To be honest,
Yeah.
give it to me.
Yeah.
Cannon, wings, Buster Sword. Let's go.
That'd be
what
the
I'm saying,
same
like-
price as you buying both of those figures. So
I'm good with that. Happily.
I wouldn't mind a Blue Beetle because of the weird, and DC shot themselves in the foot by doing this, because it's their fault. But that Blue Beetle will never be under $80 retail. I know people are like, oh, we have to wait for it to go in clearance. I don't care about that. But the reason why things like imports can't be under $80 for like Marvel and DC properties is because Hasbro, Marvel, and DC were all fighting over a price point, so they couldn't compete with each other. That when Bandai got in the game, they were like, for you to bring that over, it has to be a certain price.
Over $70.
No,
over
it has to be over
$75.
80.
Oh,
They're trying
over
to-
80 now.
Originally,
Okay.
it was 70, right?
Yeah,
But then-
I was like,
but
it
then
used to be
DC
70. Okay.
But then DC was like, hey, that's too cheap.
because we ain't gonna sell that many
Oh
figures,
my
so we gotta raise.
And if you look at them now, it's like you shot yourselves in the fucking foot.
Yeah, because now you ain't gonna sell nearly as many because you're so much higher price point.
Yep. So now stuff has to be $80, which is why they try to toss in as much stuff as possible now.
To
But a lot of
justify
times it's
that
rough.
price point.
Yeah.
Well,
Remember
when
when
McFarlane's still selling his stuff for 20, you don't think 80 would be the price point they'd say? You think like 60 would be a nice, comfortable price point?
Well, when you look at McFarlane and what he does, everything is just a remold. It's you remold one or two parts and you can keep the price low enough.
Mhm.
That's it. Like nothing is exceptionally new. And he loves sculpting, so he's gonna probably take a pay cut out of that so he can sculpt and keep his price low enough. You can do that when you own your company.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
Yeah.
he doesn't mind
Yeah.
doing that.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, as much as I don't agree with some of the things he do, I could genuinely say he loves this. So I'm giving him kudos and points for that. Because he is still keeping the price point low enough to keep people in the game, keep people buying the stuff. And the diehards for him are legit like cult diehards. I'm never gonna be mad at that. He's keeping those guys happy. He don't give a shit about us. I'm the casual guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's after Gil.
Yeah.
Gil's constantly defending him against
Hey,
me. Gil go back
I-
and forth constantly about
Look, I'm
McFarlane stuff.
a mark for Todd McFarlane just because I love Spawn. Is it the
I love
the
Spawn too,
DC
but
figures?
I love
Absolutely
Spawn
not.
too, but yeah, that's
It-
about as far as my love goes.
Is it the DC multiverse? No, it's not. But the Spawn and Spawn figures, I'm all over that shit. I love the Spawn
So,
comics.
Here's my problem with Spawn. It stopped being good. It stopped being good after issue 81.
True, but okay, I won't really argue about like the original stuff, but it recently started getting good, like where they started like doing.
That's because he's not writing it anymore. He's
What,
just
after that,
co-writing.
issue 300 or what?
He's
Well,
only
no,
co-writing.
a little bit before. I would say
No,
probably.
he stopped writing in issue 217 and then came back and wrote it again. But he's been off and on his own book. But he
Yeah,
writes the overall story, but he's letting other people write it as well now.
yeah.
But he lost his way for a long time, and it's good again now. Don't get it twisted.
Okay,
Once
that's
he
what
brings
I
back,
was like. It's good right now.
but it's still garbage for everything else in between. And don't even try to say otherwise.
No, I mean I won't argue that, but it
Don't
is
get
better
twisted.
than what it
fun.
was.
It was so unique for its time that
Don't get it twisted. It was garbage that I consumed. I put it in my body, but I gotta acknowledge like it was not fun
McDonald's.
for a long time. Exactly, it's like McDonald's.
And I will.
It's like I want a McGriddle. I know it's bad for me, but this shit is delicious sometimes.
The one thing that I will say, like that's kind of like irked me a little bit, is the kind of like just redoing his origin story, Al Simmons' origin story.
Well, he's wrote.
I think now it's
reality
been
four times.
three times, four times now.
But he's rewrote reality also 3 or 4 times as well too.
Yeah, so I mean
Like,
that's the thing that kind of.
Let's be real. Come on.
I'm just like, come on, dude. Let's keep with the canon. Stop rewriting the shit. Let's
How
keep
many
it
times
going.
Uncle Ben died?
What happened?
How many times has Uncle Ben died? Yeah.
3 times.
Okay, see. Now,
I will say this though. I will say this. The reason why a lot of people rewrite and retcon stuff like that is because one, they found a better version of their story and they get to tell it. So I'm gonna allow that. The other being is you got to keep up with your trademark and get new readers into it. So I understand that. Thirdly, and this one is going to be quite controversial, you need to retcon stuff to keep your continuity fresh. Because sometimes you have that convoluted issue like what he did with Wanda that I won't say while we're on this podcast. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes you need to like write that shit out.
Yeah.
So
that might be controversial, but I think it is just the easiest way to just be honest about it. I mean, you have to do it. I mean, there's certain things that would have worked in the 1960s and 70s that don't work in this time and age, so you have to change things.
And that's why I'm okay with it sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like the new My Adventures of Superman on HBO Max. That shit is amazing. They're retelling his origin in like a new, fresh way, and I'm just like, I've enjoyed every moment of this.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you need that.
I haven't watched that yet, so I'm gonna check that shit out.
I will say this though, I'm very tired of Superman's villains being Batman's villains, and I'm very tired of them using Batman's villains for everybody else. Like, I don't mind it in a shared universe, but stop saying like Livewire is not a Superman villain. Superman has literally fought so many people in Metropolis that suddenly now, like for instance, people only know Slade as a Justice League villain. I'm like, bro, this motherfucker has terrorized teenagers his entire career. He was never a match for Batman. Never. Mm-hmm. If you look at all the 70s stuff, Batman was giving this dude the hands without question. And now all of a sudden you're going to tell me he's a match for Batman? No. He barely beat up teenagers half the time.
Well, you know, popularity.
I mean, those teenagers did have powers, though, too. Batman has no powers.
So cool.
No. Don't get it twisted. He had his own set of powers, too. But listen, he wasn't a match for Batman, though.
No, not originally. No, he was not. That's facts.
He was barely beaten. He was barely even seeing Flash. Flash was locking him up, putting him back in, Arkham State. Yeah. So it's wild because it's like, I understand I'm going toe-to-toe with Nightwing. Right? And this is controversial, but Nightwing's a better fighter than Batman. And Nightwing was giving him hands. Mm-hmm. So you telling me a whole team of teenagers that you terrorized for like 3 decades and suddenly you just moved up to a whole Justice League? No. No.
So
you barely were beating Batman. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, in my personal opinion, I love Batman. But as I've gotten older, I think Nightwing is the superior member of the Bat family.
Thank you. That's all. I love to hear it. I love to hear it.
And the thing about it is because Batman was already established and was getting better, so he already had a great version of Batman to start training him. So obviously it makes sense that he is a better fighter than Batman.
He would, be better.
But he's better at acrobatics. Yeah, he's better at acrobatics. He's the better fighter. He gets along with everyone. He actually uses his head, and he uses his vote better. The new Nightwing run has proven that Nightwing is better than Batman. It's that simple.
Thank you.
Gonna see some angry comments here in a second.
No, I could get behind that. I won't,
Here come the
I won't
haters. They're coming in full force.
I won't disagree with that at all. I won't
No, if Smash Labs is in there, he'll definitely agree with you.
Exactly. I'm gonna let Ichigo out because I got the door closed and he can't open it on his own.
Yeah.
I'm still here though. I'm still here.
Yeah. So to go back to Legion's Con and everything like that. D, you said that you were going to be picking up some cosmics over there, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Anybody else going to be picking up cosmics? Anybody else get their cosmic
Is the
legions
Sphyxian really all you got, or do you have more stuff on the way?
No, this is all I got, and I borrowed a friend's slog.
Mm-hmm.
So
how do you feel about slog? I didn't really see anything.
I just opened them up today. This boy's hefty, but I got to be honest. Like, this is one of those intimidating characters you use in like really cool, like Kingpin like shots. So I'm here for it.
So he's not very articulated then, right?
Not that I know of. Like he can still get. No, he can move, but what it is, I didn't expect. I thought the legs would have a knee joint, but it's not. It's almost like a permanent frog position.
So really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought there was going to be a
Thane is more posable than slog.
Oh, wait, no, I was wrong. Hold on.
Discovery.
We're figuring it out live. There we go.
So
I haven't opened
his wing parts can rotate. So look, see?
Okay.
So he can move, see? And that's why I got to play with toys.
There you go.
Hey, sometimes it takes a couple days for those toys to actually like really start breaking in. You know what I mean? Like, I've done some fresh out of the box reviews, and then like a week later, I'm like, oh shit, I can move this thing way more than I.
It actually happened to me with Mr. Freeze because I didn't have time to review Mr. Freeze before I left for a convention. So it's happened to me as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, actually, this boy can move because look. So technically, for a big boy, look.
Okay. Cool.
So he can like
punch
down, he can punch down, he can punch up. So that means, yeah.
I was a little worried about the articulation on him because he just looked like a giant, like, I don't know, ball of plastic originally.
I want to see you get Kragnar.
So buy me a Kragnar.
Give me a Kragnar, brother.
We can trade. It don't matter.
Dude, Kragnar looks fucking awesome, dude. That was like my favorite from the line. The first, like that first shot Trevor did with him with the fucking the chains hanging and stuff from the ceiling, man. Holy shit, that was such a good cover shot.
Trevor made it seem like a goddamn horror movie, and now I'm terrified of it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was crazy. Like a sci-fi slasher movie.
One thing I will say about Oleg, the armored up version, kind of like with your Monkey King, Christian.
Loose.
Like if you go a little bit too far, like not even much forward, it just kind of pops off. So what I noticed is that this belt piece, because it kind of like adds to it. If you don't have the side armor and you just do the main belt, it will stay on a lot better. But he pops off really easy.
Shots. Yeah, see.
Krotos had that same issue though, and he didn't really have any extra stuff around his waist.
But you know what I think it is though? I think it's the new type of plastic because this plastic doesn't feel the same as other Mythic Legions.
It feels a little bit different. Yeah.
It feels softer, so it's probably a tolerance adjustment that they need to make, and I'm okay with that because it's a learning curve.
Yeah.
My advice, because 4 Horsemen are actually very good about feedback, we put that kind of stuff into the page so they can see it.
Yeah.
And let them know like the plastic has a different type of tolerance and maybe increase it, so they can prep it for those new waves.
True. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And then the one thing about both my Olegs, they got like a loose left leg.
Oh, did we show this off yet?
Ooh, so for that, use some Kikis.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to use. That's definitely what I'm going to use. That's the good thing is at least that's a simple fix. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
All right, G, what's up? What's up, Darius?
I think first time for RG tuning in the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting on my cosmics, man. Jeez.
So I will say this, y'all. Congrats on doing a podcast because I did a podcast many moons ago. We don't talk about it anymore, but
don't worry, we all remember.
It was a great time. But the reason why I don't do podcasts anymore because it's actually quite time consuming and my schedule is already full as it is. But
of course,
I did record like 4 episodes of a voice only podcast that I've been trying to put out, but I don't know how to do it. But my wife's probably gonna walk me through it. But I won't. It won't be consistent. But I'm congratulating you guys because I realized coming back to that, I realized like I spent so much time like doing it, and I gotta commend everybody who always does it because even just getting it set up, getting the schedule with your friends to like work out. People don't realize like as you get older, your schedule just grows apart more and more.
Of course it does. Yeah.
Talk about trying to play D&D.
No, seriously, because when we used to have the podcast, like I wasn't married. I just met my wife. We were only just dating. So it wasn't like she was down my throat, like, oh, she's like, whatever, go enjoy your friends. I don't care.
Yeah.
But me and my wife were only just dating. Like I worked a job where I was working nights, so I was free during the day. Like everything changed dramatically over like the last 15 years. And it's crazy because you think, God damn, I had a podcast 15 years ago. like when podcasts weren't even popular.
Yeah.
So I'm always happy for everybody that's starting to getting their voice out there. And don't think people aren't listening. Trust me, somebody's always listening.
That's true. I see the numbers. There's at least one person.
There's some dedicated listeners out there for sure.
Yeah.
So let me keep it a buck with you. As a person who had a podcast and nobody listened at first. It wasn't until years later like it really blew up. I'm gonna have to heat these up. But it wasn't until years later that it really blew up. But I didn't know somebody at Hasbro was listening to me. I didn't know that somebody with Bandai was listening to me. So I'm glad you guys invited me on because maybe those people will now see you here. Talk to you guys. You never know. I'm always trying to look out for everybody to make sure that you're gonna get your shot. So for real, keep doing it. And if you get discouraged, call me. I'll pop in and I'll yell at all you motherfuckers.
That is one thing I want to commend you on, man. Is like I don't know. To me, you seem like you're a very positive person for the community and for everybody else, for yourself and everything.
I'll be honest. So. I'm super positive because I've lived a really fucked up life. So I want better for everybody.
I feel you there. I feel you wholeheartedly.
Like
I struggle hard being positive a lot because it's easier to fall into a negative mindset often because of what's going on around you or the way people are around you too. So it's good to have somebody like you in our lives who can like be that positive influence. And there's a lot of other people out there too who are always like kind of positive, like Heath over here. That guy's always on like a pretty positive tone, even when he's like working 100 hours in a week and he's like about to pass out during the middle of a D&D group, but like he's always pretty one of the most positive people I know too. So it's like it's good to have those kind of people in your life,
If you want to learn great discipline, and I'm gonna be 100 with you, if you want to learn great discipline in anything, try to be good all the time. It's a job that takes 24/7 care. Be positive.
It definitely does.
I guarantee you to try it for a month. Watch how fast your lifestyle changes around. Watch how fast. People tell me, oh no, he's got to be faking it. No, I have other emotions, but I also know that my first one is not always going to be anger. Even when I get frustrated with people, when I'm like, holy shit, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll try to be like optimistic on the other end. When it's like, maybe this motherfucker just don't get it. Let me try to explain. But it's still a positive outlook. It's never going to be because trust me, when you go to straight anger, fear, hatred, it burns you out in a way that you'll never be able to come back from, and it'll lead you to nothing but dead ends. It'll isolate you. So trust me, take the D Amazing challenge. Do 30 days of positivity. See how you feel.
I love it. I mean, I've got 2 little boys running around this house. Well, one's asleep and one's probably getting ready for bed right now. But I mean, growing up, I remember, my dad having road rage and like how that kind of formed onto me. And now it's like somebody pulls or does something from me. I've got those boys in the back seat. I'm like, all right, let's just hit the brakes. We're going to turn on the radio. We're going to have a good time. I'm not going to yell at this guy from this side. It's just one of those things where I've been angry. I've had those issues. I've been working through them. I don't want to just project that onto those 2 boys. So, it's constantly. I'm just trying to be better for them. So, I love it.
Also, people see it how you really are about that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, like, if it's one of the things where you're even though sometimes I'll like, if you see me at a convention, like I'll have like a weirdly mean face. It's just my focus face. Mm-hmm. Because the second someone comes up and say hi, Matt, you've seen it. So second somebody come out, I'm like, yay, what's up? I'm always trying to be full of energy and be there for people. So I get it. I just feel like people should take the time. Like another thing is sometimes you got to sign off the internet because that motherfucker will keep you down. Log the fuck out.
Yeah.
Trust me. Sometimes log out of the internet. Log out.
Oh, for sure, man. That shit drains on you. Like your mental health will be fucked up if you just stay with all that shit and each comment too.
That's why I can't
No.
read my YouTube comments. That
Yeah.
is something that I take very personally because I'm putting out art and I'm like really trying to like present my art to you. So I'm very sensitive about that. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. Super sensitive about it. So when somebody's in a YouTube comment, that's my wife. So when somebody's in my YouTube comments like being wild, inappropriate, or belligerent, I'm just like, all right, you know what? So that's why I don't read them. She heard YouTube comment. That's why she stepped out. See, she knows. I can't do it. Can't do it.
That's like her instinct cue to get out.
Yeah, she's like, get up. She's like, get offline. Get offline. Don't be reading them comments. Don't
Yeah.
be reading them. But that's why I
And when it
won't
comes
do
to-
that kind of stuff. Sorry.
Well, it comes to YouTube. If I watch a video from start to finish, or if I get 15 seconds in and I find like the person's voice is just not connecting with my brain, I always make sure to hit that thumbs up. Because even if it's not for me and that's not my content, if I've clicked on it, I at least want to give that little bit of just, you put something out there, regardless if it's for me or not. Thank you. I'll move on down the street.
Yeah. It's like when I try to watch like when I'm stuck on a puzzle in Legend of Zelda, I watch this guy Austin John plays. Very informative, and like sometimes I'll forget to like it, but I'm like, you know what? It was the last video I left up. Let me just go back and like it. And I'm like, same thing with other people. There are times I watch other people's reviews, and I'm like, I'm gonna go like, I'm gonna try to leave a comment, and sometimes I don't leave a comment because I don't want people to be like, oh, the amazing today. Like I don't, but just know I watch. Just know
Believe
I
me,
watch
that's how I
it.
feel every time I see it. It's like, oh, damn it! Look, I like my shit.
Look, man. Once the timeline gets back in chronological order, I'm gonna be set.
Yeah.
That's why I like Threads though. Threads is really nice. Threads is really nice. I've spent like some time on it the last 2 days, and I'm like, this feels like the old Instagram. I like that. Yeah.
Yes, John and Gless, sup guys? Great topic because stress can kill. Yes, it can.
I think
Man,
that's why
yeah.
we all play with toys still, you know? It helps you get
That's what
away
I'm
from
saying.
that adult world, you know?
But that's what I'm saying. We are adults playing with children's toys, or now adult collectibles for some of it. But what we shouldn't be doing, and I'm being honest, we shouldn't be stressed over fucking toys. We shouldn't.
Yeah.
We shouldn't.
Art G, D is a workhorse. He never stops. His positivity is contagious. That's facts. Every time I get to see him in NYNJ, I always feel like it's going to be a good day. Oh, that's what's up. You're running that
Art
area?
has hung out with me at Midtown Comics. It was me, him, Dante, and a few other people.
Oh, that's what's up. That's cool.
And I was exhausted still. And Art was just like, I don't know how you keep going. It's like, I can't stop. Won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop.
There you go.
I'm like the P Diddy. Well, not P Diddy, because P Diddy's terrible.
Yeah,
But I will Diddy dance.
There you go. You got to Diddy dance into positivity.
Yeah, but I won't actually be a Diddy. Diddy's horrible. I'm not a Diddy.
Yeah.
I was thinking about when we didn't know all these things about celebrities, and now I'm like, oh, everybody's terrible. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Dude, oh my god, it's
I
terrible.
watched
Like,
this whole
all the
TikTok
videos
that's
and
literally
stuff.
all that, just bad celebrities. I'm like, geez.
But
didn't even know
while
this.
we're talking about this, I gotta say, like the thing that's like always kind of made me feel like, oh, positivity. It's been you, because the do good, be good, drink your water.
Which you're right, I need to get some water, but yeah.
Because that I always make sure that I stay hydrated and shit like that, right? You and then Jade too. Jade is one of our, co-hosts. He hasn't been able to podcast recently. Just a lot of stuff going on in his personal life, which is good to step away and focus.
It's true.
But he used to always say, man, and like you say, like the positivity, be good. But he used to always say, it's like it's really easy to complain about something, to bitch about something, to tear something down.
Yeah.
Focus on what's good about it. Focus on what you like about it, and you'll feel better about it. And I was
That is my motto. That is 100%
damn,
my
I was
motto.
like, yo, he's hella right. And so I just
No, but it's
you
true
guys
though,
are
like, because a lot of stuff you can't control, right? Like
Yeah.
I can't mod the way other people mod and take stuff, right?
Yeah.
But for what I have in the figure, I look forward to the good things of it.
Yeah,
Especially if
for
it's like a favorite character. It's like, dude. But then it's like people who can mod it, and they're still not happy. It's like, dude, how are you not happy? You were able to actually change something.
Yeah.
Why would you not be happy about that?
Yeah.
You have the
I feel
power
that.
to change. Dude,
I learned
that's
how to
an
paint, and
amazing
every
talent.
time I start painting, I'm always like, I get to a point, and I'm like, okay, is it finished? I'm like, I think I could do more. Should I do more? Is it finished? I'm like, I'm not really happy with it. Like, you know what I mean? And then I'll stop and I'm like, okay, I'm glad I stopped. It was good. It looks good.
See, but that's the like artistic expression of it, right? So I understand the frustration of it, but it's like you're gonna take something, and this is like talking from the toy point of view. You're gonna take something, change it, post it, and be like, I'm not happy with it. Why? Why would you do that? Like, why? Why didn't you just be like, But like, I get it because you got to get those thoughts out. So I get that part of it. But the other part,
Batman peeking back there.
Yeah, she made a valid point. Some people may just be fishing for comments. I mean compliments. I didn't think about that.
True.
That is true.
I don't even think about it that way. That's how you know I'm just not even. I don't even think about it like that.
Well, that's because that's that other mindset right there.
Yeah, it's true. But compliments are nice, so I can understand why you would be addicted to that. Compliments are nice. I still don't know how to take those.
Naturally, that's fishing there. They'll be like, "Yeah, I'm not happy with this," and then other people are like, "But it's so good. It's so good." So you're like,
yeah. But it's funny too because I'm like, I feel like I don't get enough compliments because I get weird about that shit. People are like, "Oh my god, I love your work." I'm like, "No, that shit's terrible. Chill the fuck out." Nope.
Bro, I don't know if you were there for those last couple Bandai drops, but I was definitely flipping out about that.
He was trying to get him. Yeah, he was trying to get him on Ami. Like the what was it? Orochimaru sold out hella fast. The Goku hella fast.
Which Goku? Which Goku? New full power Goku?
Yeah, the new one.
That full awakening or that.
Man, listen, I can't wait for that fucking Frieza. Ain't no way you doing that Goku without that Frieza.
Yeah, yo, they're doing that buff ass Frieza for sure.
With a half a torso, that's
with that.
Yeah.
I was happy to get the second form Frieza, man. I was like, ooh, pulled the trigger on that real quick.
I missed out on that, so I just have regrets forever. I'm okay with that.
It's funny. John says it's crazy how grown men flip out if they can't get their toys. I get it with some of the exclusives, but USA breathe. Yes,
but here's the
definitely
thing, right?
USA breathe.
No, he's not wrong, but it's also like, dude, a lot of these toys are not exclusive. You can still pre-order them like everywhere. Why?
Yeah,
played it.
Oh, it's just extra frustrating when you're waiting till like 7 o'clock because that's the Japan time you got to wait for, and you're right there.
But imagine how I feel at 3 a.m. But imagine how I feel at 3 a.m. doing that.
Oh no, that's even worse. No, those 2 a.m. drops are even worse. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. But then but here's the thing: most of that stuff gets U.S. released. We just don't have patience because we're greedy collectors.
Yeah, we want to get it first on Ami.
Well, we also want that good
wherever
price
else.
Too.
Yeah.
We want what?
We want that good price too, because Ami, they drop that good price, and if you don't get that first batch, it goes up.
But again, this is that frustrating industry part because Ami is not supposed to actually sell to the individual. They are wholesale distributors selling to individuals. One day they can literally just be like, "We're not going to sell to you guys anymore," because they're not supposed to.
Yeah.
Like everybody
they could just.
Well, then we're really gonna be flipping out. Huh?
Just be like,
but that's why Ami drops are so exclusive. They are not supposed to sell it to the individual in the first place.
Yeah,
and they're selling at a wholesale price. They're not. Yep. That's why it's called the sale price. It's you buying as a wholesaler, whereas the actual price is right at the top, what it's supposed to be.
Yep.
You know. And then the shipping makes it the same price anyway, which is crazy. Yeah. So it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's maybe like $2-3, $5 max difference.
Unless you are literally ordering 12 other things with it, it's always the same price. So you're just tricking yourself.
True, that's very true.
Well, the yen now is a little different. So in this case, it's a little different because the yen is really weak. Yeah. But when the yen is strong, dude, you pay the same fucking price.
Well, it just makes me mad when Gil gets it like a month earlier than me because I'm waiting for BBTS. So then I get really. He's
I
like,
told
I
you,
just got it. I'm like,
yo,
what?
I told you to pre-order with me through. I could get it from Ami.
You're gonna get it. You know you're gonna get it.
See?
Yeah, but I gotta watch Gil post about it for a month first.
But hey, you can't let that get
But then it doesn't even feel new because I've seen it so much. I'm like, this ain't even mine. Like,
but you can't let that happen to your soul.
Matt, you're the problem. Your soul is tainted. Your soul is tainted, man.
You know, anytime the Action Force, anytime the Valorverse stuff comes out, like I've got to stay off. Like I am on 2 fan pages on Facebook. I'm part of the Action Force because I like that line, and the Mythic. Or the Cabal. And whenever there's a release or something's coming out, I have to stay away from the Action Force. Those guys are crazy. And they did a damage case sale. and people were freaking out because they couldn't get things. And they said it's going to be super, super limited. And you know what happened? They sold out super fast.
Oh, there you go, D.
But people were complaining, and the undamaged boxes were still on the website. But they were complaining that they couldn't get that. It's like, hey, you guys just have to chill. I love that. I am disappointed I didn't have enough points, and
I have a few extra points. I guess I could send them to you. Can it work like that?
Why does that figure
remind
remind me of Daniel McBride?
I like this figure a lot. It's weird how much I like this figure.
The dude from Eastbound and Down.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
It hell looks like him. If you just like catch a glance of it really quick and you don't look at it too long, it hell looks like him for some reason.
it's funny how much I like this figure because it reminds me of like some weird Magnum PI spinoff, and I'm like, this could also be like Miami Vice. It was like
Miami Vice, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm here for also his plastic also feels different. And again, this is what I'm talking about. Like his plastic feels softer and moves better than other Valiverse stuff. Meanwhile, it came out around the same time as the series Girls, and that plastic is tougher. But you see what I mean? Because you could tell this was not made in the same factory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to remember. I think that Wave 1, the Kickstarter, was one factory, and then
Series 2 was a different factory, and Series 2 that's probably had the best factory.
Yes, Series 2, as far as articulation and movement goes, I love Series 2.
Series 2 is probably my favorite. So
I haven't done anything out of 3, but I've definitely done some special deployment stuff.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Why do you keep breaking stuff?
Dude, look. See? Oleg fell over in it.
Ooh. Well, I was going to say,
Gil's trying to have such a cool
Matt's
display
behind
right
house.
there in front of him that he can't keep his like hand movements to a minimum.
Nah, I mean, the other thing is that they're on top of boxes. It's not like it's a fixed thing that's actually hard. So, yeah.
That makes sense.
I just kind of wanted them to be in the shop, but I'm going to take them down. They keep
It's
on
Kragnar,
falling.
dude. He's just so heavy.
Yeah, he's just too heavy. He's a big beefy boy.
Man, Mythic Legion don't play no games with that heaviness, man.
They really don't, man. You could
That's
crack
what I
someone
love
over
about
the
them.
head
They
with this
actually
shit.
feel like a hunk of plastic instead of like some fragile stuff you're gonna actually break and that, you know.
Because every figure I buy needs to be acrobatic, it's tough for me sometimes. I'm like, I can't make this Mythic Legion fly.
No, I feel you. I seen some dudes pushing those Mythic Legions to some pretty crazy posing, and I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool. Let me try that out." And then every time I do it, it just looks so unnatural. I'm just like, I don't like it. It doesn't look.
See,
great.
I got him into a really nice look back at you pose. I'm probably gonna use this. It's like
Oh, yeah,
I was eating somebody, now I'm about to eat you.
Yeah, that's like you just interrupted this meal and your neck's up on the table.
Exactly.
That figure
What
just
was
looks
that,
like it's gonna have a great silhouette too.
District 9. There we go. I was like, that's
Exactly what I was
Oh,
thinking of with this. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do some Chappie District meets District 9 shots with this.
Oh, shit. Yes. Chappie and fucking District 9. Let's go.
Exactly. So I'm
I gotta
definitely
go
gonna
back and rewatch District 9. I wasn't a fan of it the first time. I watched
Really?
it.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
I don't
Wow.
know.
Listen, I love District 9, but somebody got on me today because I was like, I've never seen Sicario, and I was like, I don't have time, dude.
Hey, if you
haven't
don't
seen
got
which
time,
one?
you don't got time.
Yeah, I
Sicario?
just didn't have time.
Oh,
I gotta watch Sicario. Apparently, there's a second one. I didn't even know there's a second one.
I have not watched number 2 because I heard that it's like kind of bad, but I don't know.
is it just because it's the same director? Is that why they're getting on you, or what?
I don't know. I just think there was one of the things where they're like, it's one of the greatest movies ever, and I'm like, but I love Benicio del
Greatest
Toro.
ever?
Like Sicario and District 9 don't really have much to do with each other, do
I
they?
don't know about that.
No, but
It's
it's
good,
I
not
think it's one of
average.
those things where it's like they talk about like, see, District 9 was great because the drama behind it and like
Yeah.
the tone. And I think Sicario kind of does that in certain scenes, so people kind of felt the way about it. So I was like, I don't know, but honestly, I love District 9, so I'll probably rewatch that anyway.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
What's up, Brian? How's it going?
Yeah, Carver Customs is here. What's up? What's up?
I got some torches from Carver, and I've been meaning
Dude, he
to
kills
use
it.
them. Yeah,
He
so
kills
good.
it with those.
And I've been meaning to
Fucking
use them,
great.
and I had some shots. And one of the most frustrating things for me right now is that I don't have any more space left on my computer. So I've been having
I feel you so bad on that.
I've been having to delete things just to add new things
Yeah.
and trying to find which drive his stuff is on, and it's been driving me crazy. It turns my already 2-hour process of doing videos into like a 4-hour process.
Bill used to get so mad at me back in the day because I used to edit when we weren't live. I had to edit everything, and it would take me forever because I'd be like, dude, I gotta delete all this stuff off my computer first.
I'd be like, fuck it, I'll do it.
Like, dude,
I'll do it, it's fine.
It sucks too because I take so many photos, and that's what's taking up all the space.
Exactly.
Yesterday there was 209,000 photos on my desktop.
Damn.
I've gotten it down to 112,000.
Wait, are you deleting
Damn.
photos?
I'm deleting photos right now.
It's so hard to, isn't it?
It is, because I like seeing my old work, and now I'm just like,
Everyone's your
You're
favorite.
like, this one isn't the best, but I bet if I went into Photoshop, I could maybe do a little
see,
something now.
I can't even say that because I don't know how to edit.
Well, see, that's what I always think, but then I never go into Photoshop and do
You
it,
blew
so-
my mind when you said that. I think it was was it with Trevor? When
Yeah.
You said that you don't edit. I was like, what the fuck? He doesn't edit?
No, I don't edit
Yeah.
anything. I don't even crop. I do it. It's all on the camera.
Yeah.
That's what I try to do, but like every now and then I'll just go to editing just to get a different look than what
But
I
Matt, even his videos,
Listen,
he doesn't
I
edit
don't-
his videos
I
either.
don't knock anybody
Oh, shit.
for what
What?
they do.
Yeah,
No,
that's
it's
what
just
You don't
I
edit
just-
your videos either?
No.
videos or
No way.
photos. That's why I was like, what the fuck?
Now
Dude.
that's insane.
No, seriously, I dump it all in iMovie. I add the photos at the end. My wife taught me how to do transitions because I didn't know how to do that before. If you go far enough back in my YouTubes, you can see that I didn't know how to do that before. My
Yeah.
It's
wife
all
taught
just
me how
straight
to.
cuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't even straight cuts. It was just one long video. She taught me how to do all of that.
you wouldn't even cut it.
No, seriously, I don't know how to do any of that stuff. Any of it. So
You
now,
don't ever do voiceover then? Everything's in camera. All your
everything's in
talking's
camera.
always in camera.
Everything.
I always felt like that. It always felt super natural. So that was like, that's one thing I
Yeah.
try to imitate in my early reviews.
Do it.
But then like I would notice my camera work was so bad sometimes. I was like, oh fuck. I was like, I gotta go and reshoot all this, and now I gotta
That's
do
a
a
learning
voiceover.
curve. That's a learning curve. For me,
Yeah.
it's all one and done. All one and done.
That's
I
crazy.
can't because first of all, editing, ew, no. And it's not anything against anyone else. It's just like I'm about to spend another 8 hours on this. No. Fuck
Yeah.
no.
Fuck all that.
Well, I was gonna offer up my editing services for your voice only podcast if you needed it.
See, that's different because that requires editing. Because trust me,
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Trust me, I
I was
don't.
gonna offer my services because I used to do that all the time, and we haven't done it in so long that I almost kind of miss it a little.
Well, let me know your rate, and then we'll work that out. And then because I'm not gonna have you do work and not pay you. But it's crazy because like I said, people get mad because it's like, oh, why isn't this video up yet? Because I didn't set it up yet. The video takes 2 seconds. I can knock out a video for you right now on live with y'all. It's the setting up for photos part. I'm just like, this is about to take 4 hours, y'all. This is gonna take 4 hours. Yep. So it's like even before, like I was working on these carnage shots, and I just don't. Ichigo, what did you do with my camera, bro? I don't know what you slept on it. Now I don't know where it is.
I have a quick question. What do you do with all your diodes? I know you have a pretty extensive diorama library.
They are literally everywhere around the house, but you can see a few.
Do you acquire new stuff, or have you kind of stopped?
Oh, I've never stopped acquiring things. I have 8 new diodes that I still haven't used yet, and I'm just sitting here like, oh my god, I gotta go put these in storage for a little bit. I've never stopped acquiring diodes. Never.
Yeah, dude. Because I'm at that point. Like I got like 4 78 points diodes in my closet right now.
I gotta get
have
something from them.
things from Chris Lyons. I have multiple things from Flash Thompson. It's just like, dude, I don't even think I have room for any more dioramas. I need to like.
And when I was
sell-
moving out of my house back into this condo that I'm in now, I had to give away diodes. So I was telling people like, so I told people like, if you're close enough, I'm gonna have a yard sale. Whatever's not left in the day is gonna be even more reduced price. I sold 12 diodes in like 5 minutes.
Oh damn!
And then
it's like all the same guy.
No. It was a bunch of different people.
That would be me. I'd be like, wait, you got 12 diodes? I'll just buy them all.
But when one guy came back at the end of the day and like bought everything, he bought everything.
Oh damn!
Everything that I couldn't take with me here in this place, and I'm still flooded with diodes.
Yeah,
I'm still flooded with diodes.
That's insane.
So, yeah, and people were
I
like,
felt good getting some of those off your back, huh?
People were like, "Hey man, why are you not shipping in this stuff?" First of all, I don't have time. I'm moving. Like, where am I gonna put these? That's the whole point. So, like, it's
And
like,
they're expensive to ship, dude. Ooh,
Oh
shipping
yeah,
it-
they are.
Dude, every time I buy a diode from Chris Gumpton, shipping is $400.
Oh Jesus! Yeah, well, he does some massive stuff though.
Well, yeah. Look. This is one of the things that I have.
I love the Chris Gumpton stuff, dude.
Look how big that is. It's taking up the rest of my thing. It's big.
Jeez.
It takes up the other half of my desk.
It's like 3 stories, huh? Like three.
It's 4 stories. It's 4 stories tall. It's
Jeez.
4 stories tall.
That's
And then
nuts,
I still have
dude.
the clock tower. The clock tower sits out
Yeah,
in the
Dude,
living
that
room
clock
on
tower is
permanent
nuts.
slave.
that thing is
he's-
gorgeous. I
And
love
now he's
that
building
thing.
me a G.I. Joe pit. So
Oh,
I gotta
gosh.
find somewhere for that.
I was gonna say, does he still do? I haven't seen him doing much stuff lately. I haven't really seen him.
Well, that's
popping
because he's working on my pit.
You have them tied up.
And
I've
he's-
wanted a
and
Chris Gupton's diorama since I first seen him drop his first stuff in the Dio Structure group. I was
Listen,
like, dude, this guy's work is
if
fucking
Chris
insane.
is offering you a dio, buy it. Just pay the price. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Oh,
To
no, I
anybody,
totally would.
anybody. If Chris Gumpton is making a dio, buy it. I promise you, you'll use it forever. You will find extensive uses for it. I was just looking back at my old Nosferatu photos where I did the one of him upside down like this,
Yep.
dude. And I just had to go and thank Chris because I'm just like, shout out to Chris, boy, because I wouldn't have did this shot without you. Somebody, first of all, that shot was incredibly hard to fucking do.
I'm sure.
Because it's literally held up by like the skin of his teeth dangling there with balance. There's no stand there. There's no nothing. I literally had to squeeze his feet into a beam and then like hurry up to my camera and get the perfect angle with lightning.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna post that shit again tonight. I love that fucking
There
shot.
you go.
I was gonna say, Nosferatu is probably one of the most fun Mezco figures I've ever shot. Like that.
That
figure
one was
is
a
just,
lot of fun. I loved
man,
it.
it's so good.
Blue Nosferatu is so fucking good. I'll be like, man, I wish I need an extra set of heads. I need to find somebody to paint so I can have them paint the blue heads, the old color, so I can have
there
them
you
do
go.
that. I'll be like,
Yep.
oh my god,
Yep.
that'd be so dope.
That's
pay
the move
somebody to
right
do
there.
that. Whoever,
Yeah, the
whoever's
Symphony of the
cool.
Night version. Is that what it was? Symphony of the Night? Is that what it was?
Symphony of the Night.
Yeah.
Yeah, that version is so sick, dude. I had to trade somebody for that version. I was like, dude, I really want those wolves and stuff for my Megumi and stuff. I was like, oh, I need those wolves. And then he alone, I was just like, dude, this is such a cool figure. Like, I have the first one and the second one, so I was like, dude, these are such good figures. Just all the accessories, everything they come with. It's
Between him and Side Cutter, I'm like, damn, am I getting into horror? Did horror get me? I don't know shit about horror. Fuck it, I'm in. I'm like, fuck it, I'm
See,
in.
I passed on that Sod Cutter, and then I heard there was a lot of issues, but then he looked so unique and cool too at the same
See,
time. I
here's
was
No,
like,
he looks awesome, man.
Now, this is gonna sound biased. I know it is. I don't understand how people broke the arms if they had read the instructions.
oh, really?
Well, I know a lot of people do not read instructions,
Yep.
so
Yeah,
that's
I
one
can
thing.
confirm that. But as a person who worked on that figure without breaking it for like
Yeah.
8 months in a row, it was weird to see people break it out the box. Because
You're
I
just
didn't
like,
even
bro,
have
what the fuck are you doing?
I had
Hey,
I had to help work on the instructions. So it's
hey,
funny as hell to
Matt,
me
I
'cause
think
I'm
it's
just
a
like,
good thing you didn't get it, bro. You would have broke it.
Oh, I would have broke it for sure. What's that, a single joint, but just really long arm, and you got
yeah, but
bend it at
so
the
in the
joint, or what?
box, he comes like this with his arms, but you can't see it because of the sleeves.
Mhm.
So people are assuming it's just a double joint and they just break it. I'm like, dude, why would you do that? I've never shown in the photos that he was double jointed. Never. And then when people ask me, there was the one time I went and it was like, guys, I need to release this one secret. Mezco was like, cool. I went in the Mezco page and went, Side Cutter single jointed. People out the box.
Oh,
I can see why though. Like, yeah, that would be an easy mistake because he's completely covered. You're not gonna even like unless you're feeling for that joint really like specifically.
Yeah,
But
but
when-
yeah.
But we did that in the instructions. Like we went out of our way to like, look, feel it, know the joint, make sure you rotate it softly and gently at first so you know where it is. Get
Yeah.
used to it.
Snap. Jesus.
I would have been one of the ones to do that for
Yeah.
sure, dude. That would have been me.
And I get it. And don't get it twisted. I get it because you are excited. You open up the figure, you got the new figure smell, you got the new crack in your nose. I get it. I
Yeah.
get it.
Of course.
Man, I don't even heat up my Mythic Legions or anything, dude. I
Oh
just
yeah, you
start
out of
closing
pocket.
right out of the box.
You straight up out of pocket. You out
I'm
of
in
pocket.
California though, so it's usually pretty hot over here, so we can get away with that most of the time.
Not in
but-
New York. Not in New York. Most of the time, Legion ship in like the cold season for us,
Oh yeah.
like the winter. So this be me with my whole heat gun.
Heating it all up before you.
Mhm. I even heat up my
That's
SHF in the winter because
Oh damn.
even though the plastic is durable,
It's more brittle, probably.
it's more brittle, and also paint can bleed from summer to winter. Nobody talks about that. Paint bleed. So if your figure sits in a box, any figure, plastic wise, if it sits in the box long enough, the paint will melt from the heat and sit there in the winter, and then guess what? It bled onto each other. Now they stuck. And then you ever
Oh
looked at one of
shit!
your
I didn't even
figures?
know that.
You ever looked at one of your figures and like, where does paint chip come from? Paint bleed from Summer to Winter.
Oh wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
Dropping
I'll be right
knowledge
back.
over here. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, now I have noticed other things like living in California, especially because we got humidity and whatnot of a certain like degree, that some figures, some plastics will mold if you leave them in, you know, certain temperatures or whatever. Like, because my excess ray figures, they all have like these little, like, well, one particular figure has like these little black dots that come through in the plastic. Like, he has a black dot in his face. He has like black dots around his arms and hands.
Yeah,
and shit.
that's all paint bleed from humidity. All paint bleed.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, that's different than what I thought it was. I thought it was like actual mold, like in the figure, in the paint or the plastic.
Well, considering how sweaty humidity is in New York, and I've never had that, that's definitely paint bleed and paint scratching. It's plastic scratching against plastic from the melting.
I'll have to show you. I'll have to show you an example, and I'll send you some pictures. See what you think.
Yeah,
it's really unique. I've never seen it happen to anything else, really.
All right, let me know. Message me. But yeah, like,
we're definitely gonna have to link up for Legions Con and all that stuff because we're gonna be vendors this year. Just
y'all vended?
to promote. Well, just selling a couple things, but we're actually gonna have an exclusive Mythics head, which is gonna be like a halfling type head. That's like depending on how you paint it, it could either be like a half orc, half elf, half vampire, kind of like mixed with the human.
I want to get a half vampire, so I'm gonna come and buy some.
Yeah, and then we're also
gonna come pre-painted or just.
So we're gonna have both. We're gonna have both. We're gonna have some painted, some non-painted, and then we're gonna have a cosmic head.
Don't tell me the price. I'm gonna buy it anyway.
For sure.
I'm gonna be selling some of my painted stuff too. I'm gonna be working on some more. I got a lot of stuff I've already done.
To
and
work. If you guys are still on the chat,
too,
I'll be at Legions Con as well. Oh, RG's gonna be at Legions Con as well. I'll have a table next to Carver. Oh, dope, dude! Right on.
Hell yeah, nice.
So I'm gonna buy something from everybody. Money for everybody. Art, I will see you soon. Also, I did not get those tickets because things did not work out the way I wanted to. But if you already left, I'll just message you later.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But was it for a concert or what?
To get into a different show. I had extra tickets, but we needed the extra workers because we took on extra booths. So no extra tickets.
What's your next show on the agenda?
San
Diego.
Oh shit.
San Diego, Otakon. A couple of other shows I can't remember the names of.
What is San Diego next weekend?
Yeah, 10 days. I'm
already neighbors. Yeah, that's what Augie was talking about. 10 days.
Yeah, I'm literally trying to like finish out all these videos. I'm like, I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm tired, dude. Just tired. Like I've put out what in the last 2 weeks? I've put out what 20 videos.
Jeez,
like,
holy shit!
Yeah, because you usually put them out like usually in batches, like boom, back to back to back to back, and shit.
But I don't even have time for batches. That's how you know I'm busy. I don't even got time for batches.
Yeah,
that's crazy, man. 20 videos, that's insane. I can't even put that out in a year.
I upload on average a couple of hundred videos a year.
Sheesh, that's wild.
And it's crazy because YouTube gives me literally no money, and people think that I'm a full-time YouTuber. I'm like, fuck y'all. Respectfully.
Yeah, respectfully, it's like
honestly, I did think you were. I thought you made pretty decent off of YouTube.
I don't make enough money to pay for all the toys that I buy. So
well, that's for sure.
That's clearly a fucking loss.
That's awesome, John.
I'm sure you buy more toys than most of us pay mortgage payments.
I don't even want to talk about that.
John said that there's going to be his first Legions Con, so we'll see you over there, bro.
Because you don't only buy like you buy like everything, dude. I don't
think
there's
little bit of this, little bit of that.
I'll be honest with you. I buy a mix of everything. I buy the most of Kamen Rider.
Yep.
And I buy 2 of every Kamen Rider because I love Kamen Rider. So imagine
Kamen Rider's always releasing stuff.
Which one's that one, Keith?
What you got that's Geets. Oh, sorry, wrong way.
Oh, there you go. Yep.
Gang, Boost Magnum gang. I can't wait for Boost Mark 2 to get announced. Man. Boost Mark 3 is going to be the shit when it comes out. It's going to be like 2 years from now, but I still want it.
Mm-hmm. I was really loving that zombie, the one that you put up the other day, the review on that one.
Buffer? Buffer's my shit. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to spoil nothing in case people haven't watched it, so never mind. But the show, go watch it.
How do they plan out the Kamen Rider releases? Do they go like stay current with what's out now and then just throw in some like traditional stuff, or?
So the way it works now is and this is just from the track history of its release. It's a mix of Shunko Seiho, this year's rider, and last year's rider. Because what happens is, by the time the show releases, they'll be finishing, or at least, because it depends on how many riders are in the show.
Mhm.
But by midway through the next season, they'll be finishing last season's at least main roster.
Mhm.
And then they'll start
Okay.
doing like the extended stuff like villains. But
Okay.
this year is a little different because there are so many riders, and then because of the combination system on it, I think this one is going to go into 2 years worth
Oh,
of doing
shit.
riders. Yeah.
Johnny number cinco, what's up? What's up? What's up? He
I'm
says,
trying
"What's
to
up,
think the
dudes?"
last time they had that long of a run was like
Gaim. It was
Really?
Gaim and Drive. They
I was gonna say
bled
Drive.
out.
Yeah, Drive was
They
pretty
bled
long.
out for over 2 years. So because Drive, he didn't get tried on until 2018. His show ended 4 years before that.
Yeah.
And now we're getting the 15th anniversary version. So I'm awesome.
X8 went on for a while too, right?
Yeah, because there was a lot of writers for that as well too. Gim is
Okay.
still getting releases because he's popping up in others writers shows and miniseries.
Oh,
They're doing
shit.
Kamen Rider Outsiders now. Yeah.
Sick.
To kind of
He was always
slightly,
one of my favorite.
to kind of slightly side pivot from Kamen Rider,
Yeah.
talking about Sentai, I really want that White Spider Ranger. I want them to announce that. I'm like, holy
Now.
shit.
Now
That
I'm gonna keep
is
it a buck
dope.
with you. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you,
What's up?
and this is off the record, on the record, off the record.
Uh-huh.
If you guys don't support the King Ogre figure arts, you will not get the rest of them.
Oh,
So
shit. Okay, that's good to know.
So tell all your motherfucking homies,
Yeah.
go buy this.
Yeah.
If you're on the fence, you want your favorite, go buy this. We need the sales to do well.
Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense.
Which
It's
figure
like-
do they want us to buy?
No, because everybody's always like
King
it's funny
Ogre.
'cause it's funny because everyone is always like, "Oh, how come we didn't get the rest of the team?" Go-Kart Red went on clearance 2 days after it came out.
Yeah.
That's how bad his sales were.
Damn.
You're not gonna get the rest of them now.
Oof. That sucks.
No, I mean, you
It
talk
makes
with
sense
your
from a
money.
business standpoint.
Yeah.
You think
You
think
can't-
if maybe enough people were to like hop on it now and go for it now, maybe possibly
I
they'll like
guarantee
look at the
you-
numbers.
So here's what it is. If for them to change their mind, two things has to happen.
Mhm.
Sales need to pick up,
Yeah.
or social media has to tell them, "Hey, this figure's awesome. I would really like the rest of the team." And enough people do that, they go, "All right, maybe we'll still do the rest of the team."
Yeah.
Because now Super Sentai is suffering from what I call Mighty Morphin Syndrome,
Yeah.
where somebody got the one they wanted, so now they won't buy the rest, and now other people have done the same thing. Mighty Morphin fans are a specific brand of fans in America that, in my opinion, and this is strictly my opinion, will literally kill other Power Ranger franchises because
Of
they
course.
claim they want
Yeah.
something else, but you prove that you don't because sales only prove you buy Mighty Morphin.
Mighty Morphin, and that's it. Like the main, what
Yeah.
like the main 7. Main 5 plus both versions of
Green-
Tommy.
yeah,
and then
green and
that's
white.
about it.
And then it's crazy because then you have a character like this that
Oh,
I would
motherfucker.
love. I would love this, in SHF treatment, but we can't
Yeah.
get that because it just wouldn't do well. It just wouldn't do well.
Were those? Which one was that? Was that the Akiba?
No, this is Abari Black.
Oh, okay, okay. I thought I saw the
Dino
little
Thunder.
side head thing coming
Yeah.
out.
Sorry,
There we
Dino Thunder, America.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. That
It looked
one's a
like he
great
had the
figure.
little
I
black,
like that one.
like the little side thing coming out of his head, like
Yeah.
the little hair.
Yeah, but I would love this as an SHF.
Oh, yeah.
but-
Oh, my
but right
gosh.
now,
If they give us
but-
light, too.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
Hasbro,
SHF isn't doing any Power Rangers, right? No more.
never again. Never
Yeah.
again. Hasbro will not allow that.
Yep.
That's
Well,
that's another complicated issue that I can't talk about.
But you can get all those older all those older Power Ranger figures for pretty cheap now. Those old SHF ones.
No, they all jumped up in price now because
Oh, really?
Ain't gonna beat them again.
Yeah.
Damn. I remember when they were selling all those for like $40 a piece.
Yep. Now they're all like 90 and up.
Oh, damn.
Ooh, damn.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what
This is-
happens.
This is what happens when the line dies. Now it's not accessible.
That's what happened with the Naruto line too. So I'm surprised they're bringing it back and giving it a second
Well, I'm
life.
glad it got
Like,
revived.
But you want to know why? Because again, people were in the comment section. Hey,
Yeah. What's
also,
up?
yeah.
Is that what brought One Piece back too?
No, One Piece finally came to SHF because Variable Action Hero line is over.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah,
They're done. I
Variable
think they're
Action
just
Hero
doing
is
their
done.
last bit of releases, right?
Yep, everything that was solicited and it's coming out, and that's it.
Was Medicom behind Variable Action Heroes?
No, Verb Action Hero was on. It was still Bandai, but it was Bandai's other subline.
Okay, who did Super Action Statue then?
Super Action Statue is Medicos. They do JoJo.
Oh, Medicos. Okay, that was one I was thinking. Medicos. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool,
They
cool.
both of their names is entertainment. That's why.
That's why we got D
Medicos.
here to straighten us up on this stuff.
Dude, I love the JoJo stuff, but I wish somebody else would do it other than SAS. Like I would like a Figuarts, a Tamashi, a SH
Sentinel,
Figuarts to do that, or Sentinel. Yeah,
Sentinel will kill
somebody
Sentinel,
to do.
Sentinel would be too expensive for people. That wouldn't be accessible for many.
True,
Yeah.
but SAS
I think
is pretty expensive.
I think Figuarts would do a killer job. 50, 60, $70 roughly each. I'd be
Yeah,
down for that.
but I don't see that happening considering Medico's got it locked with Araki.
Oh yeah, they got it in a chokehold.
Is Sentinel so
ain't gonna
expensive
give that
because
shit
it's competing with Bandai, or
No, Sentinel is expensive because they're a small company. They are not
Okay.
as big as everybody thinks they are. Think of Sentinel like Mezco. Everyone thinks they're big, but they're actually still a small company.
Sentinel didn't used to be a different company, was it?
Nope, Sentinel has always been Sentinel. 1000 Toys was their sub company.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I would say this is a pretty good spot to end it, folks.
Before we dive
Is
into
that-
something else
yeah.
that's crazy and we go for another hour.
Well, because my wife already came out and said,
Well, I think D's wife was coming in too.
You always see she's over
So
here.
it's all good, dude.
Let,
Thanks for
let's
giving us
do,
your time, man. I know it's
let's
late
do
over
s-
there now.
yeah, let's do
it's-
sign outs and shout outs. Go ahead.
We signing out and shouting out? Okay.
Yeah. Yes,
Shout out
sir.
to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to
Oh,
y'all.
thank you, man.
And drink your water. Shout out to y'all. Yeah, don't worry about me. I ain't shit.
Shit. Y'all know where to find D Amazing.
Yeah.
He's always
If you
around.
don't go looking.
Also,
And if you don't find him,
man.
it's because he's too busy. So
I
don't
was
be
gonna say
asking.
all social media. Check out his social media. Check out his
Nah,
action
don't
figure
go to my
reviews.
social
Check
media. Don't do
Don't
that.
go to my social.
check
Don't go
check
anywhere.
out
Don't
check
give
out
no
his action
comments.
figure shots.
I don't
I'm
want no
telling people.
comments.
I'm telling people don't because that makes them to do it.
Yeah.
Because anytime I tell them to go do it, they never do.
Okay, so don't check out his reviews. Don't check out his social media. Don't say hi to him at San Diego Comic Con.
Yeah,
Don't.
I heard the
Don't,
amazing like
don't even
peanut
look
butter
in
and
his
jelly.
direction.
I heard the amazing like peanut butter and jelly. I'm just saying. I heard.
So don't take him a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yo, you can even keep the crust on, baby. I love that shit.
Don't bring him in Incrustables.
Yo, them shits used to be so fucking good. See, let's stop. 'Cause I'm going forever about that.
Down another rabbit hole. Here we go.
Poor Heath fell off. I think something
Yeah,
happened.
his connection I think died out or something.
It's
Say hi,
Dodo.
Loki. Say hi, Loki. Yeah, this is my little baby.
Now we gotta get
This is
Ichigo.
Loki.
Ichigo ran off. Once he hit my
I was gonna
camera.
say we gotta have a dog versus cat battle.
Nah.
No, my cat's around here too somewhere.
My raccoon's around here somewhere. I haven't seen her though.
That's
No,
my
yeah,
little
thank
baby.
you for having me for real.
Thank you for coming on, man.
Yeah, man.
I would say have me back on soon, but that's not possible with my schedule right now. But when I get back home in August, definitely.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
would
we're gonna
gladly
chill
come
and
back
we're
on.
gonna chill at Legion's Con no matter what. So
Oh,
we're
that's
gonna
for
see
sure.
you in
Oh, yeah.
person. So that's even better.
We can record a show live.
Oh,
Yeah, actually, that's the plan.
we've
To
been
do
talking
that.
about that.
It's to do a live show that one of those nights. So we'll try to do that. He's over here climbing on top of my table. You crazy?
We just gotta get some more of those little mics that you got last time, Gil. Those are dope.
And Christian, sign out, shout outs.
Yeah, you can just follow me on Instagram at Ghost09. That's it.
All right. Any shout outs or not?
No, just shout out to D, man. Appreciate you coming on, man. I've been
Yes,
watching.
sir.
I've been watching you for a long time, man.
I
So
feel like I didn't get a chance to let you talk. I'm so sorry.
no, it's fine, man. You know, I'm usually the one that's laid back here. So, but you know, I'll see you at Legion's Con. I'll chop it up with you, man.
If I don't see you at Legion's Con, I'm gonna find you and
Okay.
I'll bring you.
There we go.
All right.
Bring you. Bring your ass on. Let's go.
And Matt.
Oh yeah, well, I'm gonna do the opposite of D Amazing, and I'm gonna shout out myself to tell you where I'm at. Major
There
Reaction
you go.
_IG on Instagram and Major Reaction on YouTube, and you guys can find me here. Maybe not every week on the Geek Out Show, but we'll see. Hopefully,
It depends on when he makes it out of work.
yeah, it
Yeah.
depends on when they let me out of work. More like it. But yeah, it was a pleasure talking with you, D. This was nice to actually spend some time and get to ask you some random questions that we might not have ever asked you. So.
I'll be telling y'all to do this in person, but then y'all be like, "Nah, I don't want to ask you." I'll be like, "Go ahead, I don't give a shit."
No, we're definitely gonna do
I
it.
think we'll
in
have way
person.
too much to talk about in person. There won't be time for this stuff.
I'm probably gonna be stuffing my face with food.
Oh yeah, I'm
There
right
we
there with
go.
you, dude. We're
We'll-
gonna
we'll
go back and get some of that New York pizza. Hell
Yeah,
Oh man,
we'll,
you're gonna love New York pizza.
we'll set up a
If you guys are
tripod.
driving, definitely gonna bring your asses back here so we can get really good food. There's a place next to my crib that I'm gonna take you guys. Mac and cheese is so fucking good. You might want to kill somebody.
Shit.
Ooh, I'm down
Hell
with
yeah.
that. Because
We'll
this
have to
year
get a
we're gonna
rental.
we're gonna get a rental car this year. Last year, Mark Dope Toys NY, he took us to a pizza spot. I can't remember
Patsy's.
what it's called. Oh yeah,
Oh, you went to
Patsy's.
Patsy's? Oh, okay,
In Harlem.
Patsy's.
What is it?
I
in
could not forget,
Harlem,
bro. I
right?
could not forget the name. That place was
Yeah.
amazing.
Did you guys
Mr.
get the big?
Patsy's.
You got the big slices or you got the regular slices?
Oh, we just got
We got,
four big pies and just ate them like
3 or 4
however long.
pies. Yeah.
Yeah, when you go a little further up past Central Park, a little further towards in Harlem,
Mhm.
there's another big spot on the other side of Central Park. They sell gigantic slices like the size of a pie, like one slice.
Holy shit.
Like you literally got to roll it up and eat
Yeah.
it.
It's from like
So-
the TMNT #2 opening, right? Where they're just
Yeah.
eating the giant slices.
Yeah.
Dude. I've always wanted to have one of those slices.
Yeah, but it's seriously, there's actually places like that. So there's
Oh,
a bunch
yeah.
of places we can go.
All right, we're
Then-
definitely
and
gonna
I
have to
can't
check
wait.
it out.
This is going to be
Yeah.
even better than last year. I already know it.
We in there like swimwear. But again, don't follow me. You don't gotta find me. I don't trust me. I ain't shit. I just literally did like a ain't shit picture of Fight Back Jackal. So you know. So don't trust me. I'm terrible at this.
And I'm your host, Gil, at Black Hole Comics, all social media and YouTube. Till next time, make sure to stay geeked up and geek out. Later.
I'm gonna do the geek dance.
Later.